Yo, what's going on, everybody? Xanthos Vice here, and we are back with some more Trails Beyond the Horizon. Hope you guys had a great day today. Even though it's still pretty early, at least where I am. Yes, I know I'm streaming this a bit early. Make sure to finish the garden before finishing game route. It's plot relevant. Nah, don't worry. That's why I made sure to do it in a Kevin's route reading we have. Because I was like, they said they just opened it in a Kevin's route, so I didn't know if they did it on Van's route, like it was unlocked by then or not, so I made sure to go ahead and do that last stream. That's why the stream took a bit longer than I thought it would, but yeah. Anyway, where we last left off, we had started and finished Kevin's route, all in one stream. The only reason it took a bit longer than it should have is because I wanted to do the Grim Garden stuff because, again, I didn't know if it's like it would have been available in Van's route or I would have had to do that after, because I didn't want to have to do like a double take of Grim Garden domains if I didn't have to. But anyway, we had finally gone to Creo Village, or at least the remains of Creo Village, where for some reason we had to fight Risha and Lucrezia. I will say, first of all, like I said before, I don't really understand the point of that fight. Because, again, they were supposedly trying to see if they were worthy of knowing the truth or facing it or whatever. I will say, they really weren't. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad I had Risha and Lucrezia for the fight, like, for the one after. But I really don't think Asha and the princess deserved to be there. Because, like I said, they wanted to see if they were worthy of reaching this point. They really weren't, because let's be honest, all they did was let Kevin do the real investigation. Then they just rided our coattails to solving the mystery. Well, not really solving the mystery, but like getting to understand everything. Oh, give me a sec, I got a phone call. Sorry about that, everyone. I had to answer that phone call real quick. But yeah, like I said, I don't really feel like they deserve to be there. Because, again, they didn't do anything. They didn't help us with the investigation. Like, we interrogated them technically, but I mean, come on. They weren't going to give us that for free. So if anything, I don't feel like they deserve to be with us. Like, really. Also, secondly, the other thing wrong with that part, why did Celis, Leon, and the Prince all decide to defend Hamilton? Like, hello, you do know this is connected to the space thing, right? She could stop it. So, either if you can't convince her to stop her plan, then Kevin has no choice but to do his job, you know? Because, again, he was told this job by Her Holiness himself. And again, I know they don't know that, but I mean, why else do you think Kevin would come out of retirement as the heretic hunter for this one mission? That's what I don't understand. And also, again, I feel like both Celis and Leon and Najee and Shireen would have already gotten at least a bit of an understanding from Reen's team, right? So I don't feel like there's a reason why it's like they're like giving her so many breaks. Because again, it's like, don't get me wrong, I get the whole thing with like, oh, but she's done so much good for the world. But guys, what if she did all that good for the purpose of doing this, you know? Like, I will admit, maybe just using it to gain people's trust so then she could do whatever we want, that could probably be a bit of a stretch. But again, who's to say maybe some of the recent good things she's done is actually for her own benefit, right? Because you'd give her the money, you'd give her the resources, you'd give her the time, to do whatever the hell she wants because you think, oh, because it's always going to be for the good of Calvert. And then this shit happens. Like, especially Celis and Leon, it's like, bro, you guys have seen the terror the Genesees have done over the entirety of 2 fucking games. You're telling me her making altered cores, separate versions, aren't as dangerous themselves when 1, they made Celis into an enemy, and 2, they've seen the disaster it caused with Pandemonium and stuff over Sion and the nuke. Like, come on. Why are we acting like just because she did a bunch of good things doesn't mean she can't turn bad or like make a mistake? Like, that's the thing. Like, look, I can also understand maybe you guys will argue that, oh, okay, but that doesn't mean she needs to be eliminated. She can just be alive apart for questioning. Well, I mean, to be fair, they had a whole bunch of time over at that animist location by Creo Village. Clearly, they had enough time to try to convince her to be open about it and try to convince us about it. Because also, if she's not being upfront with us as to why she's doing this or what it will do, how can we trust her that she's still going to be doing this for the good of Calvert? Even if she has the president's backing, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to work out like that. Because, dude, we've seen that even Gramhard will go as far as to hire Jaegers and dangerous individuals to get the job done. So it's like I said with Dieter Croy and Colonel Richard, even people with good intentions can turn bad when they give in to their desires a bit too much. So that's why I don't understand, is like, why are they siding with Hamilton? I really don't understand that. And also, last thing, why the hell are Sven and Nadia getting in the way of Kevin's job? You know he's there. If you're too scared to be with Kevin through with it, considering the amount of resolve he's put into this, then get the fuck out of here. Like, honestly, like, I get that I need them for the fight and everything, but again, Kevin's the one who has to make that decision. It's his job. If you couldn't convince him otherwise before, then clearly nothing else is going to change after that. And again, seemingly, Hamilton decided, no, I'm not going to tell Kevin anything. I'm just going to go forward with my plan and not tell him. Even though, if I did, maybe he would at least try to ponder the situation, right? Am I right? Or what? Because, again, that's why I don't understand. Everyone's trying to make this seem like, oh, Kevin's being unreasonable or everything. He doesn't want to do this. Like, again, that's his character now. He doesn't want to be the heretic hunter anymore. But again, he's thinking about the greater good, others that will be indirectly and directly affected by whatever she's doing. Think about what happened with the Oriole. Even though it wasn't meant to attack Erebonia, it gave Erebonia an opportunity to try to declare war on the Burl. And the same thing with Dieter Croy's thing. He practically, like, basically gave himself the option for world domination instead of just being some regular superpower alongside Erebonia and Calvert. So I really don't understand that after all these lessons, all these experiences, you know, what all these people were like before they ended up becoming bad guys, you don't think Hamilton could be the same thing. You need to adjust that tier list because Risha's character has been nah, seriously, because again, it's like Risha should be more determined about what's right and what's wrong. That's why I also hate too, because again, it's like they've lowered Risha so much. It's like, bro, Risha's not like that. Come on. Like, we've seen her strength of will when she was the one who picked up Lloyd and trails into Reverie at the beginning. Like, before, it was Lloyd giving Yin a second chance. This time, it was Risha lifting Lloyd's spirits to give him the second push he needed to fight again for LeBro's freedom, even though it's like, he's probably tired of it. And it's like, can we ever find happiness? She's like, you can. I know it's a long struggle and everything, but you've proven that you can do it, so don't doubt yourself. Well, it's not exactly word for word what she said, but it's somewhat to that effect, you know? And it's like, now she's unsure? And this is her home! That's why I also hate, because it's like, this is Zin's home territory, this is Risha's home territory, this is So's head territory. Why are they, like, practically, like, barely catching up to the plot? when it's like they should be all over this. Seriously. Or maybe not even like all over it, but at least they should be able to match like blow for blow against Hamilton's plan. I'm just saying, especially with their understanding of their experiences from the past and everything they know about Calvert. But yeah, I just hate what they were trying to do against Kevin in that, because again, it's like they're trying to make it seem like he's being unreasonable, but again, he's not. She's clearly still hiding something, and if she's still hiding something, that means it's not for anything good. It has to be, because otherwise, why hide it? If she's always been upfront about doing good for people before, why is this any different? Especially since, if this has to do with the fate of the world, if anything, you need Kevin on your side. So tell him. Because again, who knows? Maybe he would agree to it. Because like I said, it's like he doesn't want to be the heretic hunter anymore. He wants a reason not to. But if you can't give it to him, then he has to for the better of everyone else. Because again, that's just who he is. He's a real hero in a sense. Alright, so that's enough of my complaining and everything. Sorry about that. It's just that it was so bad what they were trying to do in Kevin's route, trying to make him look like the villain when it's like, no, don't you fucking dare. And okay, maybe I'm being a bit overdramatic with saying they're trying to make him out to be a villain, but it's like, why y'all trying to stop him when clearly she doesn't want to reason with Kevin? If she doesn't want to reason with Kevin, it means that she knows no matter what, he's not going to agree. So stop giving her chances to escape. And also, can I just say, why the fuck do we have vestiges in different outfits? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, who else has been brought back from the dead? God damn it, bro. Because now these are 3 new ones. And that's why I don't understand. So these guys are in white. But they still go with the whole color mask theme. Like, why? Why? If you already have the color mask theme, there's no reason to have, like, black and white. And that's the other thing. It's like, supposedly Hamilton didn't create the alter cores that Ix and the others ones made. There is no fucking way I believe that. No way. Because, dude, she's the only person who would know how to make this stuff. Like, really. She's the only one. Because she worked with Professor Epstein. They probably made these even before that. There's no way she just, oops, my bad, someone stole the blueprints and I don't know who did it. Like, no fucking way. I 100% don't believe that for a fucking second. Like, what? Was there someone she supposedly trusts and then they gave it to someone else? Like, that's what I don't understand too. Because, again, regardless, we've seen what the alter cores have also almost done to Calvert. We would have had tragedies happening again. And yet you're gonna be like, nah, just let it slide. No, fuck that. Like, come on. Clearly, she can't be trusted. If she can't even handle her own devices, how is she gonna handle the world? Like, honestly, what the hell is going on here? Divine, this is what I'm saying, man. Bringing characters is not always a good thing. Yeah, because, again, like we all discussed, us in the chat, and myself included, we were talking about how we first need to establish Van's character and a lot of the other characters in Calvert first, and then you can bring everyone else in. When everyone's at the same level, and when it's time to get serious, they can actually, like, go all out right from the get-go. They can work together like that, like music. But nah, they just decided, nah, let's just make fans still a complete fuck-up, but let's also make everyone else fuck up too. Like, what the hell, man? But anyway, we're finally gonna hop onto Van's route, the final lie. I'm assuming there's still more after this, because there still is one more area in the Grim Garden left, which is the final area. And supposedly it is plot relevant, according to reading your EF, so I'm interested to see, because, again, to be fair, the implications from, what was it called? Daybreak 2, you could kind of see that in a way with Hamilton talking about Dingo and Tryon Tower. I figured Tryon Tower was going to be significant, because, again, maybe like a, what's it called? Crossbow Tower. Sorry about that again. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead to this route. I see Jordan here. I see Elaine's finally back with us. Dude, because that's the other problem. If you're gonna add this many characters too, you need to have them take part over a good amount of the plot. Because let's be honest, Fairy's only contribution to the story, aside from supposedly that one masked individual being having some relationship to either her or Kashim, is Fairy always saying "Ura" almost every time before we start a fight. It's like, shut the fuck up, okay? I get it. But you're really gonna waste a voice line and a couple extra seconds for that. Yes, sure, whatever. Like, seriously. At least Aaron's is a bit like, okay, it has to do with Lagoon Khan and everything. At least that had a bit more significance. This whole thing with Rosette and her identity, they tried to start it off, but we still know nothing. We've been in Anchorville for so long and we still know nothing. I mean, it looks like we're still in Anchorville right now, so... Wait, so we haven't gone back to the capital yet? I thought we were gonna go back. Or who knows, maybe they're gonna start in Anchorville and then they're gonna make their way back to the capital. I don't even know. Quatre hasn't really done anything. Judith hasn't really done anything. Burgard, he's done nothing. And dude, why is Burgard being so cryptic, dude? Like, he should not be cryptic when supposedly the end times are here. With this many Dominions gathered, he should be starting to be like, hey Van, we need to start understanding what's going on here, because you have so many people from my original team here right now doing their own things. Clearly there's some kind of either misunderstanding or struggle going on than we could possibly imagine. That's going to shake the foundations of everything if you have this many Dominions in one location. Like, seriously, why is Burgard thinking being cryptic is a good idea when we're almost out of time? And like I said, Elaine, she just hasn't really contributed. Again, I feel like the only highlights Elaine really had were her Connect events. And that's saying something. Jorda, I mean, I guess the thing with X, but again, that's the other thing. Like, it's not that you can't have multiple characters in a story, but you need to balance it out and give them the time when they need to shine, and then there's times when you need to pull back when you don't really know where you're going with it. Like, don't just be so half-assed that you just have to implement them into the game, just for that sake of just having them there. But I'm getting really tired of this multiple party structure. Rev restarted, that's way too many characters for this kind of game. This works for something like Fire Emblem, but they don't force you to use all these suckers. But in Trails, now they swap parties like hats and the main cast hasn't gotten the development they need in a plot, Judith, etc. No, I 100% agree. I agree, because again, it's like, again, you can have multiple characters in a story, but I agree, all this interchanging of characters really lessens how much they can develop, or at least your understanding of the character in that game that they're being a part of. Like, Shizuna, this was supposed to be her big moment. This was the game that was gonna take her to the next level, potentially. And what do we only get? We only get one cool fight against her with Reen. And again, it's like, don't get me wrong, I like that they got to have the fight again. And I like that now Reen has actually at least improved his swordsmanship where he can actually match to her. But aside from that, we got like nothing. Just her being cryptic again. And an aura farmer. Like, bro, come on, give her something else. Make her more substantial to the plot. She can be. You guys are just choosing not to. And again, with Celis and Leon, like, at least if we understood their way of thinking and their understanding of the situation a bit more, like if that was at least more emphasized in the story, at least I could come more to terms as to why they decided to side with Professor Hamilton. But no, it's just like, nope, all of a sudden, even though learning the truth, they're still gonna help her regardless. Like, why? Are you serious? There's like no reasoning why. You're just saying only because she did good things. Anyone can still do good things and still be a bad person. It's not that hard. Like, seriously, people can change at the flip of a coin that easy. It's not that hard. With a bit of a good enough push, they can be pushed over the edge to the other side of the line. But yeah, it's like, they totally ruined the potential development, especially since, again, this should be where some characters should definitely be able to shine in a moment of crisis, but they're just not getting it. And again, that's why I hope whenever they're done with Trails in the Sky second chapter remake, y'all need to take a couple years to make Beyond Horizon 2. Because, let's be honest, if you try to do it within a fucking year, that story is going to suck ass. Like, even worse than this. And this is actually... This could be as worse or even worse than Daybreak 2. Like, bro, I didn't even think that was possible. What's sad is, with Daybreak Cast, I don't hate their base personalities, but they don't do anything. What does Aaron do? Yeah, because, again, it's like, they have potential. Some are kind of copy-paste, like fairies like Fee, or, let's see, Quattro is supposed to be like the Altina or Tio of the group, but, again, it's like, they have potential, you know, because, again, Quattro and his whole thing with the D&G, that was actually pretty good. I actually liked that elaboration. Rosette and her questioning herself as a human or something outside of humanity. I liked seeing that side of Rosette other than the composed concierge we've all come to know. And again, Agnes too, great character, but again, with some of these, it's just, they're just leaving them like, oh, they only have one part and they practically get nothing else. Because that was the other thing too, that I feel like has become a problem here. They've given everyone new S-breaks, or not everyone, but they've given a good portion of the characters new S-breaks, but there's no reason for them to. They're just like, oh no, okay, time to get serious. It's like the Gaius situation all over again. When you faced Ari in the road for the first time in Cold Steel 3, Gaius didn't use... You weren't able to use his S-break, yet for some reason when it came to fighting her again, at the very end of Cold Steel 3, he's like, oh, okay, now I'll actually use it. Even though it's like, we could have been Arya Road much earlier. We could have actually gotten her to tell us anything about herself or her past, but nah, he just wanted to hold back for that moment. It's like, what, you guys just all of a sudden have these new S-breaks without any real training or something? Like, come on! Like, I would have loved to see Eren, like, put himself to the test against Lagoon Khan, then you give him a new S-break. I mean, I know it's pretty late in the game for, like, trying to enhance a new S-break, but that would have been a way better drive to do so. And to say for Fairy, like, if she actually met her match in as like a, not a mercenary, but as a Jaeger, then she'd be like, oh, okay, regular skills aren't going to work. Maybe my new skills I've obtained as a priestess or whatever will be able to help the team better, since clearly what I normally do isn't going to work against this type of enemy. That's what I'm saying. Before, the evolution of people's S-breaks were implemented into the story when they actually had moments of evolution or times to shine. This was not the case this time. They just did it whenever the fuck they wanted. It's like, bro, why are you just doing it now? Like, as if like, okay, I'll try now. I'll take off the Rock Lee training weights and get serious. Like, bro, come on. Don't do it so lazily like that. Come on. That's pathetic. But anyway, yeah, I've chatted for too long already. It's been like 20 minutes, so let's go ahead and see what the fuck Van's up to and who exactly this other mystery guest is going to be. I'm gonna assume it's Shizuna because we don't know what the fuck she's even doing now. Because, again, Kurogane said she was supposed to be there to fight Rin again, but supposedly she had other stuff to do. So, yeah. Like I said, we're just going to be focusing on like the side content and everything now because it's probably going to be a pretty long stream if we don't get through that point. And I also want to take some time to like grind more in the Grim Garden because boy, that was kind of tough last stream. I'm not going to lie.
我々ヘイユへはこのままアンカービルを離れることになります。
And see, this is what I don't understand too. Like, So's calculating. Why doesn't he like do what he did with the SSS? Try to use us, and then when we show like we're worthy enough, or show that we've contributed to their investigation enough, then he'll let us in on the truth. And then we can allow him to use us as pawns the way he needs to. Because that's how So always operates. That's how he was in Azure and Zero. So I'm surprised he's not doing that this time. Because again, that's the thing. It's like, this should be his home territory. He should have the advantages here. I'm surprised he's not. With how cunning he always was back then.
すまないね、アークライド君。アーロンたちも。まだこの地の安全が確かめられてもいない最中ではあるが、
一応最低限の連絡係くらいは空論銀行に残しておくつもりだ。何かあれば連絡してくるがいい。
Oh, right, yeah. Last, where we left off on Van's route, we saw that the two masked people were Lagoon Khan and, for some reason, Guacamole Man, aka Yakima. I was about to call him Guacamole for a second. I mean, to be fair, even if I did, I doubt you guys would actually correct me on that. Because, like, who cares about that dude? But again, it's like, out of all the people you brought back, you brought that loser? Really? Because, look, even Almada, at least they're capable of fighting, sure, but what does Yakumo bring to the table? Seriously? Whose genius idea was that?
何を考えてるのか知らねえが、やっぱりアシェンやギエンじいさんの方とも完全に連動してやがるみたいだな。
ええ、この状況でかつての先代が現れたのがしかと確認できたこと、それとお二方による見届けも合わせて我々も一丸となる必要がありまして。
君たちと連携したいのも確かだが、まずは兵衛として力を合わせる必要がある。だが状況が定まり次第必ず力になろう。
たく、サオやその野郎はともかく、あんたにそう言われちまったらな。
But see, that's why I don't understand. It's like, if you want to know where Lagoon Khan's gonna attack next, you should be helping us. We're hunting the vestiges. It'd be better for you to help our investigation to create more opportunities to confront the guy, you know? That's what I'm saying is like, these can easily be like simple things that they could do to connect the dots in the story, but I don't know, for some reason they're just making everyone look like idiots, seriously. Like, they make us look as stupid, or maybe even more stupid than Daybreak 2, and I didn't think we could be more stupid than we were in Daybreak 2, with how many failed timelines we got from the simplest things that any rational person would think of.
すぐにでも連絡させてもらうぜ。
代わりの助っ人も見込んでいるんで、どうか気にしないでください。ミラベル、あんたの方も気に病む必要はないぜ。
そうは言ってもやな。なんとかギリギリまで引っ張れはしたけど、現地サポートに来て解決に立ち会えへんなんて SC としてじくじたるもんがあるっちゅうか。
それを言うなら MK が総力を挙げている状況に付き合えない私も同じでしょう。どうか気をつけてミラベル。お互いいい報告ができるよう尽くしましょう。
リゼットせやな。
お兄ちゃんの方にもよろしく伝えておいてください。
ああ、もちろんや。フェリちゃんにみんなもくれぐれも気をつけてな。
And again, can we get an explanation as to why we let Renee slip through our fingers? He's the only man with answers. Why don't we just let him leave? Like, really? How stupid are we? Because again, he finally shows up again, and we have this many people. We could hold him down to get the info we want, or we can at least potentially lure the mastermind behind him, I mean, potentially Gramhart, to tell us everything. Or, okay, not likely everything, but at least something, you know? Especially since now he also took Agnes away, right? Because clearly there's some other reason going on, because, dude, he didn't take Agnes away when we were dealing with Almada after they launched a nuke. He didn't take her back after Pandemonium came about. He didn't take us back after the whole fake coup. And the same thing for when we were facing the evil Grendel. So I don't understand why it's like we're not being suspicious as to why now of all times would he say don't work with Arc-Red Solutions this time. There's clearly something else going on. Seems like Heiwei and Marduk are forming a united front ahead of the launch. I know Aaron was kept in the dark, but I'm assuming you don't have any insider information either, right? The extent of my knowledge is that we're to provide the presidential office with our full support today. Their summoning Mirabelle denotes their intent to utilize every available resource to ensure the program's success. Okay, Even if I don't know where sending Hermes into space should fall on the importance scale, we're dealing with these super strong masked guys, including people who should be dead. This isn't a small potatoes thing. No kidding. And speaking of them, we still don't know who some of the other members are. True, after seeing last night's wacky-ass lineup, possibilities are damn near infinite. Yeah, cause... Again, don't know who the other guy in red is yet. With the green, we can only make theories, but we don't actually know that person yet. Whether they're real or not is something we have to determine. At any rate, it sounds as though everything in Longline, as well as another area, is at last coming to a crescendo. We've little choice but to leave those matters in their hands, as ours will be full in dealing with our own predicament. Focus on the obstacles that lie ahead, instead of just using your signature Spriggan style. Dude, the Spriggan style has not worked, okay? We've fallen behind the enemy every single time. Don't make it seem like it worked when, to be fair, the only time we ever find them is when they show themselves in front of us. That's not doing a good job. Yeah, that's the plan. People in the real world and the underworld are going about their lives. These masked bozos are trying to pull something in the gap between them. As fixers who operate in that very space, you're probably the only ones up to the task of unmasking their true goals and identities. Since Agnes isn't here, we gotta give it 110%. I don't want her or anyone else worrying a second longer. Let's get this our all. Same here. Imagine Agnes is having it rough, so I want nothing more than to put her mind at ease. I'll put in triple the effort so we can wrap this up as soon as humanly possible. That would be for the best, yes. Although Miss Bright is by her side, she's likely anxious about the announcement. Oh, so Ren's with her? Why? Yeah, if I say I wasn't totally shocked by that bombshell, I'd be a big fat liar. I mean, who would have thought that Agnes... Wait, you already know this, Jack? Well, I might have sniffed it out after swapping notes with Dingo and Ramadi. Crazy to think the little Missy was the daughter of the President Calvert, and the great-granddaughter of C. Epstein. And to imagine the hole left by her and Ren has to be as wide as Samuria itself. You guys gonna be alright? Between the Armada and the Crimson Beast cases, Agnes was the master key to resolving them, wasn't she? Oh, wait. Okay, no. I think I get why they took her, right? It's because she has the real Genesis, doesn't she? And they need that. Right? Because we don't have them anymore. Like, they don't have it separate for each person anymore, right? Does she have all of them? Because if she does, then that's probably the real reason they brought her back. Because, again, I was going to say, why would you need her? And with such security detail that Renee had to take her with him, then that's probably the reason, if I had to make a bet. Because again, if they're using altered Genesis, who's to say they don't need the real ones? Kinda, yeah. Therefore, a desk jockey was talking like the CID might seize the Genesis themselves if the situation called for it. I get being cautious when the masked people's goals are a giant question mark, but still. Again, that's probably the point. They probably need the actual Genesis, but I don't see why if they have the altered goals. Yeah, we saw this.
今夜中にイーディスに帰還、寮ではなく大統領府に泊まって、明日の打ち上げセレモニーに出席し、大統領令嬢としての立場を披露するように。
No, cause see, that's the other thing too. Is like they want her in the presidential office, not just back in the Capitol. So, makes me feel like she's gonna play a key role in this, right? Because again, supposedly Agnes knows something. I don't know what that something is, but she knows something's going to happen. Because, like I said, the thing with the confession, how she's been acting, like, as if she actually can predict what's going to happen next, definitely means she knows something. But again, I don't know whose side she's on. Like, is it the president? Is it Hamilton? Is it even another third party that we don't know about yet? I don't even know.
Nani?
ちょっと待ってください、キンケイドさん。
そんないきなりさすがに勝手すぎるんじゃないですか。
ルネ、そっちの事情は知らんが、頭越しってのはやめてもらおうか。 バイトとはいえうちで雇ってる従業員。まずは俺に話を通すのが先じゃねえか。
バンさん。
それは失礼。アークライド所長。だが国家元首の身内をこのような状況に留めるリスクについても理解しているはずだな。
Bitch, please, you had every opportunity in the last two games to pull her out when it was dangerous. Clearly, that's not your intention if it took you this long to finally grow a conscience.
それをしても彼女に残ってほしい。個人的な理由があるならば話は別だが。
I mean, hello, Alter Cores, the Genesis, that's a very good reason to keep her here. We may need the Genesis to fight against the Alter Cores. Like, seriously, what the hell? Dude, Van! See, this is why it's like, even though Van did have that one, or maybe even two moments of good character, moments like these piss me off. Like, bro, he's right here. If he's not at least gonna tell you about Agnes, ask for something in exchange. You're a fixer, aren't you? You're supposed to be like, okay, what can I profit most from this if he really needs Agnes? Give us the deets, bro. Come on. You can't just really let her go like that.
昨夜、お二人で夜の巡回をされたそうですが。いいんです、バンさん。
I can't believe this.
キンケイドさん、このまま立つということですよね。アニエスさん？待ちなさい。こんな勝手な話に従う必要なんて。
ええ、今からでしたらギリギリ日が変わる前に閣下とお話できるでしょう。
そうですか。父も忙しいでしょうし、それを逃したら時間は取れなさそうですね。わかりました。でしたら私の方は構いません。
アニエさん。
助手1号失格ですね。今回の 4SPG 解決していないのに途中で抜けることになってしまってごめんなさい。皆さんもあまりに底知れない相手ですけど、どうかくれぐれも気をつけてください。念のためですけど、これを。
いや、それは遠慮願いたい。
See, I told you.
この地の状況
That's
が
what
終
he
わっていない以
really
上、
wants.
遺産を奪われるリスクもあるでしょう。
Oh, bitch, please. We've already had them stolen once. You don't get to play that card. Like, seriously, out of all people, you guys at the presidential office and CID let her keep these. You let her lose these. If anything, that's on you. You don't get to say, oh, we'll lose it. They were already lost in the fucking first place. Don't you fucking dare. Besides, what? You think they're better in your hands? How many times the CID failed us? Like, seriously.
万が一に備えて、娘ともども8つすべてを首都に退避させるよう計らってほしい。
Yeah, see, all 8. Why do you need all 8? Surely we can have one.
グラムハート閣下からのオーダーです。
Wait. Is he also trying to do it so then we can't use the... Wait, no, but we learned that the Genesis weren't to, they weren't the necessary key to unlock the Grendel's power, right? Maybe he also wants it so then we can't use that against their plans somehow? But again, why would we even need to do that though? That's why this was so confusing. It doesn't really like match up anything. It's like, even in the end when they try to, it's pretty like bare bones logic. No, we get to keep one. Fuck you. You're not giving me any information. You're taking Agnes away, taking my best healer away, and now you want all the treasure? Fuck you.
当然の配慮かもな。
Van, stop being a fucking pushover. You're supposed to be the bad guy, aren't you? Come on. I mean the tough guy, right? Act like it.
操られてた両兵やマフィアは一通り抑えたが、あのイクスと使徒とやらは潜んだままだ。
See, this is why I said Van should not be the main character anymore, at least for Beyond the Horizon. For Daybreak, sure, okay, whatever, he can have it. But Beyond the Horizon, if he's gonna make all these stupid mistakes like this, he should not be the protagonist anymore. He really shouldn't. At least not for Horizon anymore.
この地が大鳥で、 別の場所で何かをやらかそうとしてる可能性はゼロじゃねえが、やばい匂いは消えてねえ。まだ首都の方が安全ってのは確かだろう。アニエス、お前の方でちゃんと持っておけ。
バンさん。
物分かりが良くて助かる。まあいざという時はオークションで落札したという品にでも頼るがいい。遺産を参考に作られたらしきレプリカ、いざという時の保険に使えるかもしれんぞ。
Ah, he thinks that can be used as like a... Yeah, so it is.
確かに一昨日の夜はアニエスとゲネシス抜きだったわね。
I see. So he's kind of like under that impression that maybe we can't even use it like normally.
当然のように把握してんのはともかく、ま、せいぜい当てにしとくさ。
Seriously, Van, you cannot be this stupid. The Genesees are clearly his main objective. Keep one. And again, he's the one asking for all of this and he's not answering a single question. We at least deserve something in return. And yet he's not even asking.
遺産を参考に作られたって。
Yeah, they're not the same. And again, we still don't even know how to use the replicas. Who's to say it'll help us just as well as the originals?
お嬢さん、そろそろ乗ってください。ダスワニ警部、あとはお任せします。首都からの増援も来ているそうですし、彼らやギルドと合わせて対応していただけると。
勝手なことを。だがそちらが手を引くなら、こちらはこちらでケリをつけるまでだ。
アールトン SC、できれば早めに MK のメイン業務への復帰をお勧めする。そちらの方はご随意。計画への干渉以外は多めに見ましょう。これはご丁寧に。協定もありますし、そのあたりは安心していただけると。
取り決め以外についてはこちらの好きにさせてもらうがな。
あんたに言われるんは腹立つけど、とりあえずは了解や。
アニエスさん。大丈夫です、フェリちゃん。あの仮面の女の人のことも含めてバンさんたちのことお願いします。それとどうか無事で、すぐにでも首都で再会しましょうね。
わかりました。アニエスさんのお誕生日会もありますし、無事みんなで首都に戻りますから。
うん、こっちの方は心配しないで。でもアニエスさんの方は。
そうね、正直どうしてこんなタイミングでってのは。
Yeah, if anything, surprisingly, the most dangerous people to give Agnes Winf are the people who are supposedly supposed to be protecting her, right? Oh, the irony.
唐突なお披露目といい、いささかうろんであるのは確かだな。
Yeah, you at least owe us that much, man. Come on. You don't expect to just do this for free.
ああ、あんたの助太刀にしても手配していた車についてもな。
確かに少々手際がよろしすぎる印象かと。だったらせめて私は付き合わせてもらおうかしら。レン先輩。
Oh, okay. Okay, so that's how it is. Okay. You know what? That I'm actually fine with, because yes, if there's anyone who's at least somewhat capable to be by Agnes's side, I would say Ren. Because, well, again, that's if they make Ren how she usually is. You know, smart, calculating. If we at least have that Ren with Agnes, I think we can at least have some way to fight against whatever it is. And I've been kind of thinking about this. Maybe Renee is that other force, right? Because he would be the other person closest to all of this, right? Because even they're saying it's like, he seems to be having a lot of power controlling all these other people because he works under the president as his second in command. And as his second in command, his words are probably equal to that of Gramhart, right? So maybe that is it? Maybe Renee's the actual third force? Because, again, he would also technically be close to a Hamilton. by working on the whole Project Star Taker. So he probably could have learned about the altered genesis that way. Again, I was thinking, like, what would his reason be for trying to arrest Hamilton if I thought he was working with her? Maybe it's so that, what's it called? He can take whatever she's using for himself, right? And again, it can push a chase after her so then he can have his own plans unfold, right? I guess it is a possibility. Damn, I didn't even think about that. But again, it would make sense though, because again, it's like he has the power to move all these people even though he's second in command, but because he's second in command, he has a good amount of power, but he's not the guy in power who's so focused on Project Star Taker / Project Levitine, right? So maybe it would be him. Because again, the other thing is, he's always been there when it came to the vestiges being on the scene, right? When it came to the first one, or when it came to Ix showing up with the giant destroyer, or executor, and now this too. It's like he already knew that something was going to go down here, regardless of whoever it actually was. But it's like, unlike everyone else who's just like, they're just waiting for us to do stuff, he's already like, oh, he's already prepared the solution for after everything's happened, as if like he orchestrated it. Maybe it actually is Renee. That could actually be the case, but again, it's like, would he even have enough power and knowledge to like be able to circumvent both the president and Hamilton's plans? That's what I'm kind of curious about. Because again, it's like, I'm assuming he's working under one of the two, but what if he's actually taking advantage of both parties to do his own thing? I guess it's a possibility, but again, there's nothing to confirm it yet. But anyway, like I said, I think Ren's at least a good choice to have with Agnes. So we can't trust this guy for shit. And besides, who better to protect Agnes than a former enforcer of Ouroboros, you know? And hey, who knows, maybe in the best case scenario, if she's able to sense something, she can contact Joshua and Estelle. Get them here to save the day. Be cool. Oh right, yeah, because they're both gonna come. Right. Forgot about that. Okay, you know what? That I'm actually fine with. That I'm actually fine with why she left the party. Because again, it's like, to be fair, if we let Agnes go alone, we're practically giving her to the enemy directly. But at least with Ren, they can put up a fight to an extent. So I agree with it. And even Renee can't say no, because it's like, why? Out of all the people here, she's the best and actually least disruptive force out of all these other people, right? Because she doesn't really have any context here that are like getting in the way of their plans, right? She doesn't have connections to Heiwe, she doesn't have connections to the Jaegers, she doesn't have direct contact with the Dominions or the Guild. So it's like, why can't she of all people not go with you?
勝手に決められても困るが。ま、心配というならやむを得まい。同情を許可する。席に余裕はあるから他に希望者がいれば検討するが。は、
だったら私もついでに乗せてってもらおうかね。
おばあちゃん？
ドミニクだろ。
あなたがですか。しかし一体どうして？
あんたらじゃないが、今夜こっちに寄ったのはあくまでイレギュラーでね。
No, because again, it's like she knows something, right? That's what I was thinking. Because again, it's like she looks like she's coming to an understanding of something, but we don't know what exactly that something is yet. But it's not like she's stopping us or anything. So maybe she's actually trying to understand this whole situation too, because again, what we just learned from Kevin's route is that she did know Professor Epstein, Hamilton, and Lilia from the past, right? So maybe she actually at least has some understanding, maybe about the altered cores, or maybe even about the end day, you know? Maybe she actually knows something. maybe she actually would be a good person to take too, because, like I said, there's anyone else who's at least also the closest to that information, it would technically be her.
私は私で首都に用事があるってだけさ。ついでにジョーちゃんたちの見届けもさせてもらうよ。
I'm just at least also glad that we finally know where she got the Grimcat suit from, because again, it's like even they say it's technology that couldn't have been made at the time back then. It's like it seemed way too advanced, so how would they have even gotten it? So, yeah. Okay, I'm just really glad we got that out of the way. But still, also to learn that Dominique actually knew Sheena Dirk, too. That's interesting.
タクシー代も浮くってもんだしね。それともバーバーはお呼びじゃないってか？
いえ、めっそうもない。
いいんじゃねえか。この状況だと頼もしい限りだろ。
Yeah, even he knows, because it was like, that's the thing. The other thing is probably he at least knows about how capable Van and their group are, and how they get in his or the president's way. But he doesn't know what Dominique has been doing, because again, she's been doing her own thing, but again, there's only so much personnel the CID can like spread out to, especially considering most of them are supposed to be taking part in Project Startaker, right?
そうね。用事っていうのは少し気になるけど。登場していただけるならぜひよろしくお願いします、ドミニクさん。
So if I had to guess, maybe it's something like, it's less that it's like, oh my god, the person I also want to keep an eye on is coming to me, but it's like, no, maybe she's coming with us now and facing me directly because she knows everything now, because she has a way to interfere that wasn't possible before, which is why she technically had to be quote-unquote on the run.
ああ、こっちこそだ。
ああ、もう昨日から連絡がつかないと思ってたらまたいなくなるなんて。
悪いね、ジュディス。クロエにもよろしく伝えといておくれ。ただ、私はあくまで先々代。この地での蹴りはあんたがつけることだ。アークライド、シシ殿たちも決着の方はくれぐれもよろしく頼んだよ。
たく、裏事情も含めていずれ話を聞かせてほしいもんだが。
はい、わかった。そちらもどうかよろしくお願いする。
繰り返しになりますけど、皆さんどうかくれぐれもお気をつけて。それと明日の打ち上げが終わってこちらが片付いていなければ戻ってきますから。
それはさすがに。なんとか片付けて戻れるよう頑張るから。
お誕生日会盛大にやりましょうね。
ま、いい酒なんかも用意してせいぜい派手に盛り上げてやるからよ。
未成年のお祝いにお酒はささやかですがお手伝いさせていただけると。
夢坊も楽しみにしてるからな。お互い無事に首都で会うとしようぜ。用事が片付いたら一足先に事務所で書類整理でもしててくれや。
はい、わかりました。やれやれ。それじゃ一足先に失礼するわね。
明日エレインたちが助っ人に来るかどうかはともかく、せいぜい生き延びろよ、バン。
はっ、言われるまでもね。とっととケリをつけてお前らのうさんくさい計画を暴いてやるから覚悟しとけよ。
やれるものならやってみろ。
Okay, I still have to say it. Why the fuck did Van not try to get anything? Like, the dude can only say, I can't say this, I can't say that, it's top secret. He could only say that for so many things. he would have to crack at some point, especially with so many people there. He'd have it to at least give us something, because he knows it would never end. And he would need to get Agnes out of there soon with the Genesis, right? I feel like we could have pressured him to at least give us something tangible, you know? But no, Van being the idiot, he's like, nah, I'll probably be able to figure this out, even though by the time I do, it's too late. Seriously, what's wrong with you? Having those schoolgirls worrying about us kind of pisses me off. Can't blame them entirely, though. Especially after seeing what that red-headed bastard can do. And that masked soldier was really strong, too. I wonder, should she be someone who's alive like Ix? Or is she more like those two from yesterday? Depending on the answer, the list of possible candidates will be entirely dissimilar. There's also the matter of who created the white replicas. That's still a big unknown. Again, that's the thing, is like, they're also making Quatre look like an idiot, because Quatre is supposed to, like, be the smart guy of our, or smart person of our group too. It's like, you really can't figure out who it would be after we gave a certain someone the Genesis to look into, and someone who also was with Professor Epstein in the past. Like, it's really not that hard to add that together. But, I don't know, maybe for Quatre, it's like, Quatre doesn't want to accept that it could be Hamilton, right? Maybe that's why they're not saying anything. But again, I feel like everyone else in the group should be saying it, you know? It's not that hard to figure out. Why isn't Grammy ever around when you need her? Calm yourself, Judith. Remember what you told me? She tasked you with settling this whole affair. Knowing that, knowing my mother, she more than likely has a hand in all this. Her vomit could very well have begun when she received her compact all those years ago. What? Oh yeah, the Phantanox, right? Oh yeah, because again, it's like, that's the thing. We know Epstein gave it to her back then, but what was it meant to be used for, right? Because sure, she used it as the Grim Cat, but what was the point? We never did learn about that. The exterior is a modern make, but inside of it is an antique ornament. It often reacts to the Genesis, including when she transforms, as I recall. Huh. Maybe there's more to why the old lady went with Agnes than she was letting on. Fine then. As the current holder of the mantle, up to me to face these evildoers head on. Bring down the hammer of justice. That's my duty as the Phantom Thief Grimcat, as a member of the Spriggan team. That's cool and all, but I so technically haven't hired you on as a temp, you know. Shame we can't capitalize on it with how much of our dirty laundry they know. Between the President's project and the enigmatic vestiges, it's only natural for one to be in a fog. Goes with the territory. What matters is that you find the path to take, goes the means by which you reach its end. Such a thing should be decided on as a group, rather than by Van alone. Would you agree? I know I told you all that we came to Anchorville because of Jordan's request. But thanks to these white replicas and after seeing the identities of those two masked guys, I got another reason to stick around. Even if we put aside the connection that stuff has to the President's project, there's one simple truth ringing out in my mind. We gotta put a stop to what the Apostle and Ix are planning to try them out of this place. Might as well unmask the Apostle and the Soldier too, while we're at it. That's the end I want to reach with this 4SPG. Y'all feel the same way? Totally, I'm down with that tactical objective. Just add we'll beat the ever-loving shit out of them to it and I'm game. I have no objections myself. We may even be able to confirm the origins of the white replicas along the way. This falls in line with my crisis management duties, so I'll aid to the fullest extent of my abilities. Goes without saying I'm with you all the way. We'll kick him out of the city and into next week. Seems we have an accord then. Very well. And my support as well. As Judah's predecessor and as a resident of this city, I'll be happy to provide whatever help I can. I'll still charge a fee for my services, but I'll give you a friend discount. Appreciate that. You're a debt master, Chloe.
私もそれでいいよ。また臨時で雇ってくれるなら。
朝早くから飛ばしてもらった甲斐があったみたいね。
Elaine and Jorda. Well, well, you made it.
ええ、ジョルダーノさんに頼んで早朝からここまで飛ばしてもらったわ。本当はヨルダさんの体調がまだ心配っていうのはあるけど。
もう本当に平気。あの先生も一応許してくれたし、昨日あった出来事は一通り聞いたよ。でも潜んでるらしいイクスはまだ姿を現してないんだよね。
Yeah, wouldn't make sense for him to bail after he lured us here in the first place. Oh yeah, because he was supposed to be here, right? But again, to be fair, they can't just teleport, so it doesn't really matter now, does it? It doesn't mean he would stick around. If he has the means to teleport wherever he wants, then, or I mean to phase shift, he should just be able to do that whenever the fuck he wants. He doesn't have to make a grand announcement to do it. The redhead, the sleazy pile of shit, and the soldier woman are off the game board. Next ones to try and make a move are probably gonna be the brand, that apostle guy, or whatever we're calling him.
だったら私も腹をくくるだけ。臨時なんか先輩にアニエスって人も首都に帰っちゃったみたいだし。
That reminds me, didn't you call him last night, Van? Yeah, but we didn't get to talk for long.
アニエスさんのお披露目にルネたちの動向と計画も気になるけど、安全には最大限配慮されてるはずだし、レンさんもついてるなら心配無用でしょ。問題は彼女たちが抜けた戦力ダウンでしょうけど、せめて私も助立ちさせてもらうつもりよ。
I wouldn't say we lost our offensive. Well, nah, actually, you know what? I agree. Because to be fair, I've lost Agnes's arts because she's not with us. Shit. Wait, am I not gonna have her for the rest of the game? Please don't tell me that. I give Agnes Celebrate because she's our best caster. Don't you dare do this to me now.
遊撃士としても、あなたたち裏解決屋のパートナーとしてもね。
Feel my stress levels going right through the floor now that you're here. With the threat level being currently unknown, your presence is a great relief. Nice to add a reliable collaborator and part-timer to the deck. Working out just like I hoped. Your ace is in the hole, so don't let me down. But we still have one more character we have yet to figure out who's joined the team. Again, I guess it could be Shizuna, but I don't know. I guess it could be anyone else for all we know. But we already saw Risha. We already saw Zin, so it can't be them. Same for Celis and Leon. Oh, okay, Zeku's space-based. Wait, we're actually gonna see this place? Okay. Alright, because it should be a couple hours before the launch, right? Again, we still don't know why the Excalibur has to be sent out. I guess we'll just have to wait till the next route, potentially, to figure that out. Like, what you can even do.
Huh? 大丈夫みたいだね。コックピット内の G は心配だけど。
まあ少佐ならば心配無用だろう。全2回の発射時の数値以上のシミュレートを何度もクリアしている。あの起動ユニットの G も乗り越えるはずだ。
そうだね、エルメスさん。エミリア少佐だったら、春のなかったことになったクーデターでもすごい腕前だったし。
カトルにハミルトン先生のことか。
考えてみればあの事件ではみんな一緒だったんだなって。あの時は私がおかしくなっちゃったけど、今はカトル君は首都から離れて危ないところに飛び込んでるみたいだし、博士とは連絡がつかないところか非公式に手配されたかもしれないって。 それにヤン兄さんが設計したっていう秘密フェーズに属したあのハッチって。
お前の領分ではない。打ち上げ後の少佐の生命維持サポートに専念することだ。お前もカトレンもハミルトン先生も無論私もそれぞれの道を行くだけだろう。あくまでこの計画についてはな、先生の安否の改めての確認やもう一つの件については話が別だが。
そのためにも今は何としても計画を成功させないとね。それにしてももう一つの件か。4月に打診された時は驚いちゃったけど。
私もだ。あちらも同じくそろそろ最終段階に入っているはずだが。
そっか。アークライトたちもアンカービル方面で大変そうね。トールズの面々も含めていろいろとお騒がせしちゃってるみたいだけど。外野はともかく航空宇宙軍、そして私も自分の仕事をするだけよ。3年前と同じく運び屋としてもね。
その息よ、エルメスちゃん。どうか無事で。ちゃんと帰還したら新作カクテルをご馳走させてちょうだい。
ええ、楽しみにしてるわ、ベルモッティさん。
プロメテウス4の各種センサーに異常なし。本基地上空の大気も安定しています。15時までの降水確率は 2%。
整備班から最終チェックに入ったとの連絡がありました。
マスコミ対策は CID 方面で完了とのこと。一般視聴者向けの公式映像も各パターンごとに準備できています。
ゼ空宇宙軍基地ハーリングです。おはようございます、大統領閣下。本日1200にはエミリア・ハーリング少佐も搭乗機にスタンバイ。アンサラーも含めた全工程準備が完了。帝国通りに最終フェーズを開始できる見込みです。
了解した。ありがとうございます、ハーリング閣下。3年もの間元部下の高等無形なわがままに付き合っていただいて本当に感謝に堪えません。
礼を言う必要はないさ、ロイ中佐。カルバードの、いやゼムリアの未来のため君はこのやり方を選び実行したのだ。恐ろしく傲慢で間違いなく独善的で それでも唯一無二と思われる解決方法、多分歴史上のどんな人物にも不可能なロイ・グラムハートにしかできないやり方を。
閣下、
帝国通り作戦開始は人さん丸々。令和定員計画最終号令の方はよろしくお願いします、大統領閣下。
ああ、2時間前には自分も地下コントロールセンターに降りるつもりだ。
そんなことって。話は分かりました。正直まだついていけていませんけど、でもお父さん、本当にそれでいいんですか？
ソフィー、リリアさん、どうか安心してくれ。決して世界を終わらせはしない。共和国大統領としても、一ゼムリア人としても、そして何よりただの一人の父親として、必ずや娘の未来をつなぎ止めてみせる。
Oh my god, are we done with this long... I'll be honest, I was watching a YouTube video with this, because... God damn, is this just like so cryptic and vague? Like, this doesn't even need anything, really. We could have just ignored it and moved on. Oh, now we get the fucking title drop. Are you fucking kidding me? God damn it, bro. See, what I tell you, advanced chapter or routes, a waste of fucking time. Well, here we are, launch day. It's only morning, I can already smell the excitement in the air. I can feel it back in Edith too. It hits weird now though, especially after what happened yesterday. It's like the people don't even remember or care that Angerville was under attack last night. There may be some form of cognitive manipulation at play here. Then we better get our butts in gear and find some leads on this, and those masked villains too. But what's the point of the cognition, though? Like what? Are we gonna, like, pull a spirit bomb and only by working together we'll be able to accomplish something? Is that what's going on? It's like, why would you need to force people to forget about this? Or maybe it's that they decided to do this as cleanup because the CID doesn't want to be like, oh, hey, the CID should be a part of this, but no one remembers it, then they don't need to call the CID. Give me a second. Okay, so it's 7:30 in the morning now. Okay. So, don't know who this other supposed member of our party is gonna be. Or not separate, last party member. Oh, there we go. Another kid. Oh, but I already finished my bonding stuff for, Ren. Shit. I mean, or Resent. Crap. That doesn't really help me. Yeah, okay. Got all this. Yeah, because there's still some gifts I need to get, right? Yes, I'm pretty sure. I just don't know where to get them. Oh, here we go. Oh, for burger? Really? Okay. News, okay. Let's get 11 of these. Oh, I said 11, damn it. There we go. Trade is probably gonna be the same stuff. Yeah. Bargain's probably gonna be the same. Okay, so we get. Oh, I only get one? Fuck you. Oh, but I probably had to do. I could probably get a connection point later, I guess. Probably what I have to do. Okay, so yeah, we are gonna see she's not here. Oh no, it's just. Oh, just a Grimgarn. Okay. I was like, what the hell? Is she actually gonna show up here? Okay, maybe not. I mean, you might as well do Shizuna's, because she's part of my party after all. Alright, let's just see. Hopefully it's not too many stupid... Oh no, yeah, because we still have like 4 quests left, right? Dangerous monster. Okay, easy. That shouldn't be too hard. But there's another one. Novel Sunshine Agnes is set in Anchorville. No one knows who the author is, and speaking as a fan, I'd really like to know more about them. If you have information, please check me out. Eden News. What the hell is this other one about? Something about an author of some random novel? It's not some random novel. It's Agnes' favorite book, Sunshine Agnes. She lets me borrow it and I read the whole thing. It was so good. Is that so? Been on my to-read list for some time. Glad that book's gotten people more interested in Anchorville. But this request... Yeah, it's only soliciting information. Not really classified as a 4SPG. That being said... What a coincidence that one of your favorite book protagonists has the same name you do. Is that why you like it so much? It's a little embarrassing to admit it, but that's right. The reason why I asked my parents for it in the first place was because of the title. But that's just the start of it. The real reason why I treasure it is because I admire Agnes's character so much. She was basically forced to go back to the capital, right? Yep. At the least she should be safer over there. That, like, come on, Van. Even you know she's not really safe there. If anything, she's actually more safe with us. This ain't a request, and that we got more important stuff to worry about. This is the author of Agnes's favorite book we're talking about. Hold up, let's not put the cart before the horse, kiddo. Gotta talk to the person who posted this before anything else. Alright, so it is. It's the final topic quest. Good. Like I said, we need to find it. Because what do I get from doing the last topic quest? Oh, I'm still missing a newspaper? Okay, yeah, so then maybe we do need to go to the route. Oh, I mean, there's one last route, because where would I get the other one? I don't think I missed any. Oh, that's right, gold skills. Okay. Oh, yeah, I get Himmel for this. Okay, cool. But wait, this says I have 3. Okay, one's a monster. Okay, there's another quest there. Right? Or is that the news station? I don't know. Okay, let's go to the workshop. They probably have a new weapon I need. Because I do need to get everyone new weapons. There we go. Oh yes, okay, good. Knight of Jordan, awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna buy everyone a new weapon. Because like I said, I need to enhance these too. Again, we don't know if we're gonna need these for the final battle and such, so might as well start preparing. Because we are getting close to the end here. Yeah, I haven't given her a new weapon in a while. Alright, I should sell all the other stuff I don't use now. Let me customize all this now. Do for this, do for this. Judith's. Should be everything. Oh, okay, wait, we have new items here. Yeah, we don't need those. All this stuff is fine, we don't need it. Oh yeah, let me exchange this. 4144. There. Yeah, orphans don't really have it. Oh wait, hold up, let me check. Oh, it is. Jordan is the last one. I was wondering, because I'm like, there has to be someone I need this for, but I didn't know. Jaja! We now fully unlocked all 24 characters orphan slots. So wait, am I actually gonna have her help me out? Oh my god, I am. Are you sick? You made me wait till now to do this? It's already too late for that. God damn it. You guys fucking suck. Seriously, they waited this long to tell me that she was actually gonna be a party member like this. Great. Fantastic. I'll just get everything as much to level 4 as possible. There. Okay. That's the best I can do right now, so... Like I said, I can grind into Grimgarn later. Let's see. So we do have a quest. That's good. Oh yeah, I still need to find, what's it called? There's another, like, portal thing, right? Where is it? But yeah, portals found. So we're still missing 2? Really? Okay. Okay. And yeah, we're still missing 2 of these. Yeah, the plugins, I'm still missing 2. Don't know where to get those yet, so had to figure that out, but we should be fine. Yeah, let's check around this area, because it does have a quest there. Oh, right, movies. Okay, yeah, Jordan and Elaine. Because, yeah, I need to max my bonds with them anyway, so might as well do it. Let's just skip all of it. Okay, yeah, we can only see one movie. But now, with this, all gifts should be given. Ah, damn, I still need to do more. Crap. Okay. But all gifts were given.
Yes, get to that.
Oh, right, we have these now. Wait, actually, I need to check. What level were they anyway? 58, 59, okay. Oh my god. No wonder I went all the way to level 63. They were that tough? Wait, hold on a second. If that was the case, what level were these guys? Dude, why were they so low level compared to them? See, that's what I'm saying. It's like, they didn't prepare you for this level and jump of the enemy difficulty. Like, it's so, like, it's upscaling way too much and quickly to the event that it's like, oh, you think, like, everything's gonna be the same level as Kafai and Kuga. No, it was not. I mean, hey, I'm at least fortunate that, I don't think they had as much HP, right? Yeah, they did not have nearly as much HP because they were like 4 people in one party. But still, bro, what the hell? I mean, I guess it also makes sense that they wouldn't have that much HP because it's like, we faced them before already. We already know all their techniques, so by this point, they really shouldn't be that difficult of a fight. But still, bro, it's crazy. Okay, there we go. There's another quest. Ooh, okay. This is for a lot. Okay. No, just get 15 of this. Okay, there should be most of the quests. Let me talk with these guys first. There goes the info hunt, Jack. It's only morning, you're already knocking one back. Imagine my shock. And imagine my annoyance at you making assumptions that aren't true. I haven't had a second to spare for that kind of thing. I've acted things have been since yesterday. We've been doing some sniffing around. We don't have much to show for it just yet, sadly. Most of the locals don't have any awareness of what happened last night. Yeah, I can see how that'd make it hard to gain any headway. Have you obtained any leads with Bermati? Not a one, but the launch day hustle and bustle, the intel going around since this morning's been all jumbly. Like puzzle pieces that don't fit together. But we did hear that Agnes and Ren made it to the capital safely, that they've entered the presidential office. Sorry to make you go out of your way to confirm that. It's all good. We were wondering about what the CID was up to in that case anyway. I imagine your point of concern is their neglect of Anchorville, while the space program dominates their attention. I don't know much about what their deal is, but no matter how big and important that project's supposed to be, aren't they being kinda irresponsible here? But again, that's why I think it's like, because the end day's already coming, it doesn't matter what damage is gonna happen, right? Because as long as this succeeds, it doesn't matter. Because it'll be void, I guess? More ways than one, especially now that the threat and true nature of the vestiges have become more apparent. One could also see it, however, as an indication of how much is at stake regarding the space program. Yeah, they may be more focused on the big picture than we think. Could be that the whole deal with Agnes ties into that. What's that sound? Is that Marduk's ship? Mahal? It's an Exalba series cruiser accompanied by gunships, all belonging to the Republican Army. Why are those things flying around here? It's just like Bermati said. Apparently it's a large-scale military exercise that's connected to today's manned rocket launch. Oh, maybe doing security before the launch? Probably for Kevin's ship, right? The Merkaba? They were spotted all over the Republic since this morning. Become a bit of a hot topic in the news. They must be preparing for the worst-case scenario of the rocket launch failing. Surprised to hear even the Exalba's part of it. You ask me, this seems a little excessive putting something with that much firepower in a military exercise. For now, you can leave that issue to us and Bermati. I'm sure you guys have enough on your planner as it is. You should focus on cleaning that out. Yeah, no point wasting time racking our brains about this. First, we'll finish everything in Anchorville. Then we can get over to Edith and reunite with Agnes. Good luck with things on your end, you two. Thanks. Good luck yourself. Alright, well... I guess we'll go to the news place first. We'll get the last topic case done, because I want to see what it is first.
いよいよ発射当日って感じだね。
ああ、さすがに首都ほどの盛り上がりじゃないだろうが。
それでも何かあった時のために備えだけはしておきましょう。
Let's actually switch the party, especially since we had new party members. So Aaron, I will switch you in with Elaine for the time being. And I guess I'll switch Jorda with Judith, because at least we'll have another arts user in place. So yeah, that'll work. Wait, you see my request? What have you found out so far? I've got to know. Sorry to break it to you, but we got nothing yet. We were actually hoping you could answer some of our questions before we proceed. I see. In that case, seems a little strange to me. Eden News Agency published Sunshine Agnes, didn't it? So then why are you investigating it if you work here? You're right. It is kind of weird that the publisher is looking into the author. Something doesn't add up here. Exactly. It's exactly right. That's the thing. There are no records of the author here at Eden News. No records? Is that even possible? That was my question, so I talked to some of the senior staff members. I only joined the company a year ago, by the way. Sunshine Agnes was published 5 years before I was even here. The editor-in-chief at the time had already retired before I joined the team. So there's nobody here who would know what transpired. Precisely. I'm so curious. It's a mysterious little tale that takes place in Anchorville. The protagonist is the reporter Edwin. He's gotta be based off the real Edwin, right? They do have the same name. Wait, are you saying... Yes, I thought he might be the author too. So I asked him about it again and again. Every time he just smiles and says I don't have that kind of talent. Besides which, he was busy making a name for himself 6 years ago with his concise coverage and detailed reporting. Realistically speaking, he wouldn't have had the time to write a novel on the side. But then who? Here I thought I might learn something if I worked here. She seems like quite the fan, a real bookworm. She's both annoying and definitely not the author. So what's the next play? What if we try talking to someone who knows a lot about the book? We might be able to find a lead since it takes place in Anchorville. Good plan. Not a perfect place in the shopping district. Let's head over. You're trying to track down the author of Sunshine Agnes. That sounds super fun. I figured you'd be the expert when it comes to books. So do you know anything? You wouldn't believe how big a deal it was when it was first published. People here in Anchorville especially were theorizing about who the author could be. Guess it makes some sense that novel settings would be a hotbed for that kind of thing. The whole story about the lead reporter and the mysterious girl is fascinating in its own right. But one of the things people love about the book is how accurately it depicts some certain unexpected things about Anchorville. For example, you know the main street? It's called Cromwell Street officially. In the book, it described as featuring a slightly aggravating upward slope. You mean the scene on the bike, right? So that's the street it's based on. What's so exciting about that? I've heard people refer to visiting places from their favorite fictional works as pilgrimages in recent years. Yeah, the book definitely embellishes the incline a bit. What do you try looking into similarities between the real Anchorville and the version in the book? That might help you get closer to the writer. Sounds like we're gonna end up doing a pilgrimage of our own. I think this city ain't that big. We might be able to get some good intel at the bar. Shall we go then? Sunshine Agnes, eh? Of course I enjoyed that novel. You make it sound like everybody's read it. Because they have. Most everyone here in Anchorville, at least. People would always tell me I was in the book, too. Really? You must be the regular at the cafe. Bingo. It's a small role, but there's no doubt I inspired the character. Got no clue who wrote it, but should have gotten royalties or something. Wait a sec. If you think about it, the author must be extremely familiar with the people who live in this city. To the point that they must live here, too. A resident of Anchorville. Huh. You mean they could be right around any corner? Beats me. I certainly haven't gotten a clue who it is. That reminds me, though. Someone came up to me recently talking about the differences between the real world and the one in the book. She said she worked at City Hall. Maybe for more info, maybe try talking to her. You want to know the similarities between Sunshine Agnes and real life? Are you prepared? Prepared for what? You stare into the abyss long enough, the abyss stares back at you. Listen well. Researching the crossover between Agnes and reality is practically its own field of study at this point. While many of the locations and people are based on real life, there were clear differences as well. For example, in the novel, a slope splits the city in two, but here it's a river that bisects Anchorville. And in the novel, a graveyard takes place of the hospital. The book even features orbital scooters when orbital bikes still hadn't been put to use at the time of publishing. Hard to believe it's all coincidence. The writer must have purposely crafted the similarities and adjusted them as they saw fit. Oops, I got a little riled up, even though I'm still at work. She's a fangirl, alright. Is this book really that interesting? I mean, it's not like I read it, but still. I have to get back to work, but one last thing. The most fascinating piece of the puzzle is time. What do you mean? 10 years ago, there was a huge bus accident in Anchorville. That same accident occurs in the novel. In other words, one can assume that Agnes's takes place in the Anchorville from 10 years ago. How about that? Amazing, right? Can't believe you figured that all out. I feel like all of us are going to want to read Sunshine Agnes now, right? Only ever skimmed through it before. Her passion's rubbing off on all of us. Regardless, that accident from 10 years ago might be a good hint. Yeah, if the author is indeed from the city, then it's possible they were connected to the accident in some way. Okay, but first, check here. Sorry, but that's my final answer. Doesn't make a difference how much the guild or the police ask. We won't authorize security safeguards that will only create confusion and unrest on such an important day as this. Furthermore, isn't requesting urgent assistance from other regions just a little bit excessive? Excessive? Sir, with all due respect, do you not remember the incident last night? Even a hospital case alone is just cause for... Now, hold on just a moment. Certainly don't recall any incidents after the one at the hospital. You referring to that bit of fog? I'd hardly call that an incident. What is going on? The other officers who were there had a similar reaction. Consider a request from me as well, Mayor Mason. Oh, I know that face. The Guild and the police have acquired top-secret intelligence via the Orbital Network. It could be nothing more than a thoughtless prank, but it was a warning of a small-scale terrorist attack aimed at the space program grounds. This information is still unconfirmed, but in the unlikely event it's real, we'd like you to authorize some security as a protective measure. Very well. If the famous Beauty's Blade insists, I suppose I can grant that request. However, please remember that the process for enlisting the aid of other regions is a cumbersome one. Not to mention time-consuming. And time is something I don't have. I'll be busy with today's ceremony that's connected to the capital. Excuse me, I'll be taking my leave. Thanks for coming in clutchily. Damn, you're becoming more of a smooth operator by the day. I suppose I had the influence of a certain summon to thank for that. So I can't be of more help. Trust me, just getting permission from the old luck saved us a hell of a lot of trouble. Speaking of whom, could his lack of awareness of last night's incident be the influence of the right replica? Can't say for certain, but perhaps. Although it's possible the vestiges have taken flight, must remain vigilant. No, I'm almost positive it's still here. I can faintly sense X. That's why I'm pretty sure. Wait, seriously? Is that some sort of special instinct you share as twins? I don't know if we should place too much stock in that, but it's sure that we can't go throwing caution to the wind at this stage of the game. Especially with those two things happening yesterday, one after the other. We're still trying to sniff out what's really going on behind the scenes, so we'll be relying on you do-gooders to keep the peace on the surface. Like we need you to tell us how to do our jobs. Keeping the peace is quite literally what the police are for. Now that we got the A-OK, we're gonna get started planning out the security. Look at the investigation, Elaine. Of course, you can leave it to me. But seriously, no one remembers what happened yesterday? What, did they rewrite history to the point that no one remembers it? Oops. Yeah, I see you. The incident from 10 years ago. I guess I don't mind sharing. This was before I was promoted to B rank. A large bus was driving along the street there before it ran straight into a truck in the opposite lane. A truck that just happened to be hauling chemical fuel. They got fired and it was a whole ordeal. It all happened because the bus driver was having a heart attack. If I remember correctly, the accident inspired a book or something. We're actually investigating that book right now. Is that so? Now I get it. We've got another interesting story you'd like to hear. There was someone who rushed over to save the passengers just like in the book. There was? I think Mom hadn't been there at the time. I feel like I vaguely recall when it went down. Just like in the novel, that is intriguing. Thanks to its quick actions, the only fatality that day was the driver who had suffered a heart attack. As it happens, I know someone he saved that day. I'm gonna go and talk to her directly. Grammy O'Hara should be in the new town at this time of day. Gotcha. Thanks for the info. Anonymous author and a hero, huh? I think it's time to see the big picture. Seriously, it's just a wild goose chase of information.
ちょっと聞かせろや。
Wasn't the protagonist modeled after him? And he did say before that he wasn't the writer. That's true, but... If it all ties together, we assume he's the one who wrote the book. Though it is certainly possible that the author was another witness on location at the time. That feels a little too convenient. Like too much of a coincidence. Yeah, he said he was too busy reporting to have been able to write a book. Maybe he wrote it bit by bit. At this point, we might as well ask him straight out. Good idea. I didn't see him at the news agency, but he might be back by now. I'll be honest, I kind of sped past this, so I was just like, okay, what could I think with just like that little information I had? So, I got lucky there, I'll be completely honest. Okay, this room.
Yo, 聞いたぜ。
Hello everyone, something the matter? Sorry to bother you when you're busy. Got a question for you. You know the novel Sunshine Agnes? I'm trying to figure out who the author is. Really now? From what we gather, we're pretty sure they're familiar with the ways the people in town live their lives. They were also at the scene of the incident 10 years ago and can provide a descriptive and thorough retelling of the event. Not only that, but there's someone who can write a novel and wants to keep their identity under wraps. We're not sure why, mind you, but what we do know is that it can be hard to see what's right under your nose. Well, I doubt they go out of their way to stay anonymous unless they had a good reason. That's neither here nor there. Fact is, there's one man who just so happens to tick all the boxes. You think you're looking at him, right? You're a fascinating bunch, I'll grant you that. Means you got that far in your reasoning in so short a time. So how do we do? Is our conclusion accurate? Well, I get how you came to it at least. After all, the main character and I share the same name, and there are many descriptions that align with my personal life. In fact, when the novel first released, I got a lot of people asking me, is this an autobiography? The truth is, however, it was published through a series of mysterious coincidences. What sort of mysterious coincidences? I decided I wouldn't share this with anyone, but I'm a journalist at the end of the day. To show respect for the effort you put in your investigation, I'll tell you the truth. About 6 years ago, the Eden News Agency received a package from an anonymous sender. Inside was a manuscript for a novel, mysterious tales set right here in Anchorville. After finishing it, I was left with a strange feeling like the story lined with reality in several ways. It strayed from it in others. As a piece of fiction, it was a worthwhile read, so I brought it to my editor-in-chief at the time. Although there were some complications, we ultimately decided to publish it. Then that means... Yes, even though I don't have the faintest clue who the author is. Additionally, instead of attributing it to an author, simply wrote published by Eden News Agency at the sender's request. We also donated the profits from the book. The word of all this got out, it only caused confusion, so all parties involved agreed to keep a lid on it. Okay, well, yeah, because it's like, it's not like they made it. They like published it out, but that doesn't mean they wrote it. Those are different things. I mean, at least they gave the money to charity, because again, it wasn't their money really to begin with. That's it? Seriously? Here I thought our deduction was right in the mirror. I think the author really was anonymous from the outset. I wasn't expecting this. Well, that's a bummer. I'm not sure why I care, since I haven't even read it. In any event, we have no choice but to accept the outcome we've arrived at. Indeed. Should be content having brought the truth to light. I agree. Plus, I think we got a good enough story to pass along. If our client's satisfied, I think we can bring this investigation to a close. Oh, that's right. What's up? I completely forgot about this. 6 years ago, there was something rather peculiar enclosed with the manuscript. I found it. It was left in the back of the reference room. This is what was included with the manuscript. Some sort of metal, along with what appears to be a letter. If you want to read it, help yourself. At the time, I had no earthly idea what it was talking about, so I just put it away. Let's see here. Even if you don't understand this now, that's okay. When the time comes, she will surely appear. Please give this medal to the Ever Agnes. The Ever Agnes. Okay, this has to be a coincidence, right? Oh, was it maybe like her mom before she had passed away? Because again, it's like, this should have taken place like... Well, actually, I forget how long ago was it, but could that be it? Everything okay? Well, you see, she's not with us right now, but we happen to have a friend, whose name is Agnes. Wait, what? Seriously? I apologize if this comes off as rude, but I find it difficult to believe that she'd be the Agnes from the novel. That's not what we're saying. Our Agnes has beautiful straight hair. In a book, Agnes had curly hair, right? That's right. She had curly, cream-colored hair that bounced and swayed with every motion. That certainly sounds like a different person. But if that's the case, then what the heck's up with this letter? Yeah, I don't know. No matter how you slice it, this doesn't make a lick of sense. Right. We can sit and ponder this all day, but I doubt we'll arrive at any answers we're satisfied with. That's exactly why I'm giving this medal to you. Please give it to Agnes. You sure about this? Positive. I'm gonna put my trust in this letter. All of you, my own intuition. Alright then. In that case, we'll be sure she gets it. Over everything you shared with us. Great. Thank you very much. I'd love to have a deep conversation with your Agnes someday.
少しは力になれたかしら。
Don't know what that was about, but sure, I guess. Witch's Medallion. Ooh. There we go. Now we go. Oh, free slot. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. Damn. Okay, so maybe that could have been Agnes's thing. Holy shit. Okay. I should give. You know what? I'll give it to yeah, I'll give this to what's it called? The Zed, because we need another caster. Oh, when it comes to Saint Arrow? Perfect. Okay. Now we can do something. First, we gotta put all the basic stuff first. So, we need... Oh yeah, I'm still missing the last... Oh, give me a sec. Sorry about that. I had to answer a call. Right, trying to figure out how do I want to do this. Again, I want it to be a mix of stuff. So first we're gonna put a Aegis Shield. I should probably put Aura Breath too, but I could put Sylphie. Nah, but that's too much though. Sylphie Breath, yeah, way too much. Maybe just... Actually, maybe I should put it, I don't know. Yeah, let's actually go with, let's put the most powerful of these ones. So we'll put Crystal Eden. Then we'll put Eldorado. Then we'll put some of this other stuff. So yeah, Ivy Frost, Glacial, this. I guess this too. Hopefully it doesn't actually cost that much. Let me see, what items does it have? Oh, she has these, okay. I mean, I guess I could switch this with the EP thing. Guess it's possible. Yeah, I could switch with the Staff Crest. She'd have more for this. That might actually be smart for this, because at least she still get ATS, and it's only -5. So, I think I'll do that. Because at least she still has a timer belt and everything. Yeah, I think I'm fine with that, actually. Yeah, switch this for Cobaltic Eyes. I don't have Mr. Star. I'm gonna have to get that soon. Okay, let me rest up. Oh yeah, what was the Witch's Medallion thing? I need to check that. Grail. Oh yeah, I still don't have the camel wallet thing. Where is it? Just realized I hadn't put that on. Okay, where's this stupid thing? Grail Locket, okay. Okay, it has to be here somewhere. I just don't know where I put it. Or not where I put it, but where did it put it? Is this maybe like an Agnes only thing? Maybe it is. I mean, I guess it could be just Agnes only. Hold up. Can I actually check that? Yeah, if I move the Amber Heart, show up on here? Oh, it is! Only to the other act. CP 50 per turn? I really want that, but shit, this other stuff is also pretty good. I don't know if I need to. Well, considering we don't have the other Agnes in the party yet, I might as well just wait. Oh, right. I came here to heal before we move on. Right. My bad. Forgot about that. Where's our room again? Oh, here. Okay, let's rest. Right, so we're close to AA. Probably not gonna get AAA, but that's fine. Like I said, we'll do this. We'll do the monster extermination, then we'll do the other quest. Then that'll probably be a good place to end the stream, because then next time we focus on main story. But like I said, I'll probably do main story tomorrow, because like I said, I want to grind in the Grim Garden for a bit, because we're probably severely underleveled for what's to come next, so probably better for me to do that. So let's see, all the way... Oh, okay, it's just at the end there, okay. Oh, I can actually go to the logistics center, really? I didn't think I could. Alright, I think we're good with this party. Let's go. Yeah, let's get this over with. Wait, what? It just killed my team? How the hell did you do that? Hold up. Wait, what level is this? Oh, level 59. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. That explains why we weren't doing so great. Okay. Yeah, this should be good. Oh, right. I forgot how this works. Wait, actually, can I do... Increase damage dealt. Is there a way for me to increase speed of it? Shit, no it isn't. Okay. Yeah, I have to do this first. Let's do Mystic Vision. I think I should be able to cast it on the right snap. Yeah, okay, I can. But yeah, we're doing this first. Do this next. Lane, yeah, remember her? Yeah, seriously, like, they did not give a Lane like anything to work with in this game. That's crazy. Because again, like, chance for her to shine, but just couldn't be bothered. Yeah, let's do this. We gotta lower this stuff as soon as possible. Oh wait, but first, wait. Oh my god, I don't have a defense surge. That is not good. Shit, I thought I had one. Fuck. Okay, fine. Set it straight up. Lane should be a rival, not a party member. Period. Want to have more characters to the already played cast. It was a never.
続け夜だ。
現れてアナスタシア。あなたは私、私はあなた。お願い。じゃあね。
加勢するぜ。
ガンガン行くぞ。
ここが攻め時かと。決める番。カレイド。フェンサー。
見切った。
手伝うよ。
コバルトカーテン。
見切った。
手伝うよ。
や
おまけだよ。スタンだ。
おまけだ。
Yes, okay, okay.
続け
We can do this. We
夜だ。
can do this. Let's go with attack surge. Let's go with all the physical attacks we can get.
了解だ。もらった。
続いて。援護する。オーバーリミット。ヘルメス。チェイサー。合わせます。任せて。甘い。続きます。ガードします。エレイン様。フォローいたします。遅い。セッハッローエングリン。リゼットさんお任せあれ。ここです。調査内行くわよ。翼よ導け。はあライツオブアーケディア。通さない。はあそこです。シールド展開。隙ありです。こちらのターンだね。や
おまけだ。
加勢しよう。
お見通しよ。守れクリスタルシェル。ありがとうございます。ここが攻め時。手を貸すよ。
ゲイルセラッシャ。
負けられない。財フ駆動。上がるじゃん。はあ漆黒の帳を癒しを与えて。ありがとうございました。
加勢しよう。
有効なアーツがあるわよ。
ガンガン行くぞ。
捉えました。やっガードします。
決まれや。
加速します。やーたー。続きます。
崩せるか。行くぜ。暗き力よ。崩せるかよ。
させません。やあ ちらのターンだね。財は駆動。合わせるわ。おまやもらったわ。リゼットさん、守れクリスタルシェル。ありがとう。ガンガン行くぞ。頼んだ。逃がしません。シュート。ガードします。参ります。どうかご覧あれ。アクセル。やー終わりです。インフィニティシーカー。ガードします。
お返しだ。借りは返すぜ。はあ、行くぜ。
お願いします。
ゲイスラッシャ
それ援護する。こちらのターンだね。このまま攻めないよ。
崩せるかよ。
加勢するぜ。
ここが攻め時かと。援護する。
お返しだ。
財布
派生しよう。
ドライブ開始。ドライブ開始。
加勢するぜ。
よろしく。
頼んだぜ。
チャンスだ。
守れクリスタルシェル。ありがとうございました。ここが攻め時。フォローいたします。
はっ、暗いな。おお、ケラケラ。派生しよう。
それ援護する。シールド展開。ドライブ開始。やあ
援護するぜ。
させません。リキッドやってくれるじゃん。
Dude, I just realized it healed a lot of its health from when it began. Oh my god. This fight is so dumb. Great, what the fuck now? This fight's gonna last a fucking eternity, bro. Oh my god. This is so terrible. How the hell do we do this if I can't use the Grendel? This is the perfect fight to use it. It's pissing me off even more. 94, 93. Yeah, I guess I'll cast Crystal Eden, but not much.
お返しだ。
手伝うよ。任せたよ。
行くぜ。
守れクリスタルシェル。ありがとうございます。
はっ、せい。お返しだ。
Oh my god. Got its health back. No! Fucking shit.
スタンダもらっ。崩せるかよ。
合わせるわ。
Okay, they're good. Wait, I have to go to that first. Goodness.
よろしく。
Good.
ヨルダ様。オッケー。続きます。
Oh wait, lost me.
ガードします。エレイン様。
Okay, good. This doesn't have much, but we can do something with that. Let's do
ここが攻め時かと。
this one.
フォローいたします。剣よ。高ぶれ。助かりました。ここよ。はい。通さない。続いてバン。
行くぜ。こっちだ。そらそら崩せるか。行くぜ。暗き力よ。崩せるか。行けエレイン。ガンガン行くぞ。
守れクリスタルシェル。ありがとうございます。フォローいたします。行くわよ。とどめ。通さない。ヨルダさん。させません。加減はいたしません。アクセスさせません。
加勢しよう。頼んだ。
そこだ。逃がさねえ。おお、ケラケラ。
シールド展開。負けられない。よっ、続きます。通さない。行くわよ。通さない。はい残念。この木は逃しません。捕らえました。やっガードします。
加勢するぜ。
ガンガン行くぞ。
このまま攻めるわよ。
決まれや。
助かりました。
こちらの番だ。はっせい。行けエレイン。
守れクリスタルシェル。ありがとうございます。やあ続いてバン。
崩せるかよ。お返しだ。
やってくれるじゃん。はっやあ続きます。させません。シールド展開。
見切った。
こちらのターンです。やっやっおまけややエレイン様やスキル発動。参ります。ガードします。
お返しだ。
隙ありです。
チャンスだ。せい。
させません。
手伝うよ。
ガンガン行くぞ。
このまま攻めるわよ。 が攻め時かと。
援護するよ。
今だよアークライド。
崩せるかよ。
させません。
見切った。
負けられない。させません。
Damn, I wasn't even trying to like let it heal. I was trying to switch to that, do another ult. Oh boy, and now he has a good amount of his HP back. Fucking fantastic. This for now. Might have to switch Jorda out. We're gonna need some backup. Guess Ivy Frost, Black. Okay, yeah. Let's get Judah from here. We're gonna need some major arts.
連夜にかけるわ。どんなも行くわよ。守れクリスタルシェル。ありがとうございます。やあ。
手伝うよ。
おせおせで行くわよ。
加勢しよう。
させません。
上等だ。
手伝うよ。
回復するわ。
援護するよ。
助かりました。
行くぜ。崩せるかよ。
遅い。負けないんだから。任せて。サポートするわ。ガードします。食らいなさい。フォローいたします。
加勢するぜ。
情報を表示するわ。おせおせで行くわよ。ドライブ開始よ。
見切った。
負けられない。あとは任せたわ。
真打ち登場だ。
ここが攻め時か。
行くぜ。引くかよ。無駄だ。作戦
チャンスだ。
任せて。サポートするわ。
作戦
許さないわよ。
加勢しよう。
守れクリスタルシェル。
悪くね
え。コバルト。食らいなさい。
手伝うよ。おまけだよ。
崩せるか。行くぜ。崩せるかよ。出番だアーロン。頼んだ。
燃えろお総遠脚。
させない。手を貸すわ。
加勢しよう。
させません。シールド展開。ドライブ開始よ。任せて。お願いします。
完成しよう。
サポートするわ。シールド展開。
こちらの番だ。はあ、行くぜ。せい、もらった。見せてやれ、ジュリス。
ミッション開始といきましょうか。覚悟はいい？用意しれなさい。グリムナイトルーズ。ひるんだわ。続いてアーロン。慎重に参りましょう。手を貸すわ。援護する。合わせます。任せなさい。続きます。ガードします。バン様。
畳みかける。
上げていこうぜ。
そらよ、行くぜ。
アーツで弱点がつけるわよ。
こっちだ。そらそら、崩せるかよ。出番だ、アーロン。
シールド展開。
お返しだ。
させない。負けないんだから。守れ、クリスタルシェル。
悪くね
え。やあ、フォローいたします。スキル発動。任せて。
そこだ、逃がさねえ。おお、ケラケラ。崩せるかよ。
ドライブ開始よ。
なめんじゃねえ。飛ばすぜ。はあ、行くぜ。引くかよ。
やあ、サポートするわ。ガードします。行くわよ。ドライブ開始します。甘いの。
作戦
上等だ。行くぜ。そこだ。
完成しよう。手伝おう。
参ります。
目に物見せろ。
やあ、
無駄だ。作戦
食らいなさい。
無駄だ。作戦作戦
捕らえました。やあ、
なめんじゃね
サポートするわ。
え。くらいやが
手伝うよ。
守れ、クリスタルシェル。
れ。悪くね
ふー 隙ありです。
上等だ。レイジングバスター。頼んだリゼット。
手伝うよ。任せたよ。
崩せるかよ。
させない。隙ありです。
手伝うよ。
お願いします。
任せたよ。
行くぜ。引くかよ。作戦。
ドライブ開始。やあ、サポートするわ。
作戦。
許さないわよ。
いっちゃいますよ。
決まってけよ。
やあ。手を貸すわ。見せてあげる。行くわよ。
手伝うよ。
行きましょう。慎重に参りましょう。
任せたよ。
任せて。コバルトカーテン参ります。ガードします。
無駄だ。作戦。
逃がしません。シュート。
こちらの番だ。せい。
食らいなさい。フォローいたします。スキル発動。
フィーバータイムだ。さあ続けやバウ。
崩せるかよ。お返しだ。
隙ありです。任せて。守れクリスタルシェル。
助かったぜ。
悪くねえ。
ドライブ開始します。シール
お返しだ。
財波駆動。
完成しよう。
お願いします。
行くぜ。そらよ。
悪くねえ。
もう一丁。行くぜ。崩せるかよ。
逃がしません。シュート。
無駄だ。
お返しだ。
シール展
なめんじゃね
開。やっちゃいなさい。助かりました。
完成しよう。
手を貸すわ。
上げていこうぜ。
お願い。
そらよ。
サンクス。
行くぜ。崩せるかよ。見せてやれ。 ジェリス。
目にもの見せろ。
決まってけよ。
や
あ、お返しだ。
手伝うよ。任せたよ。
ガードします。行くわよ。させない。
作戦返り討ちだ。
おまけよ。
引くかよ。
させません。
お返しだ。上等だ。
手伝うよ。
上げていこうぜ。
守れクリスタルシェル。
悪くね
ドライブ開始。
完成しよ
崩せるかよ。
作戦
ドライブ開始。やあ、サポートするわ。ガードします。
お返しだ。上等だ。
おせおせで行くわよ。
そらよ。
悪くね
出番だアーロン。
行くぜ。
手を貸すわ。
決まってけよ。
援護するわ。アーロン様。
引くかよ。無駄だ。作戦
許さないわよ。やあ、決めてバン。
崩せるかよ。
無駄だ。作戦無駄だ。作戦作戦
加減はいたしません。
上げていこうぜ。
ドライブ開始よ。
う。完成しよう。頼んだ。
手を貸すわ。守れクリスタルシェル。
助かったぜ。
悪くね
手伝うよ。援護するよ。
崩せるかよ。お返しだ。
フィーバータイムだ。
慎重に参りましょう。やっちゃいなさい。
さあ行くぜ。引くかよ。作戦
ドライブ開始。サポートするわ。食らいなさい。フォローいたしますよ。
作戦
加減はいたしません。守れクリスタルシェル。
助かったぜ。
悪くね
ドライブ
無駄だ。作戦
許さないわよ。やあ、決めてバン。
上げていこうぜ。
そうだよ、行くぜ。崩せるかよ。
無駄だ。作戦
やあ、サポートするわ。ガードします。参ります。ガードします。
作戦返り討ちだ。ほらよ、引くかよ。
行くぜ。はっ、せい、出番だ。アーロン、了解だ。
もらった。引くかよ。
手を貸すわ。守れ、クリスタルシェル。助かりました。
悪くね
手を貸すわ。お願いします。
作戦
任せて。よろしく。
そうだよ、
加勢しよう。頼んだ。
続け中です。作戦
手伝うよ。
無駄だ。作戦
借りは返すぜ。行くぜ。こっちだ。崩せるかよ。行くぜ。崩せるかよ。
任せて。お願いしますよ。
無駄だ。
お返しだ。
返り討ちだ。行くぜ。
やあ、サポートするわ。ガードします。
お返しだ。
返り討ちだ。さあ
行くわよ。守れ、クリスタルシェル。助かりました。
悪くね引くかよ。続け中です。
させません。
作戦
財駆動、加減はいたしません。
上げていこうぜ。
コバルトかバン様。
続発動。そうか、崩せるかよ。もう一丁。そうかだ。崩せるかよ。行くぜ。崩せるかよ。
無駄だ。
許さないわよ。
いっちゃいますよ。
やあもう一丁原野にかけるわ。
手伝うよ、援護するよ。
リゼットさん任せて決めます。やあまだです。ドライブ開始。手を貸すわ。守れクリスタルシェル。助かったぜ。
悪くね
遅い。
崩せるか。行くぜ。崩せるかよ。
作戦
ドライブ開始。
加勢しよう。頼んだ。
引くかよ。
やあ任せたわ。ガードします。
無駄だ。
見切った。こちらの番だ。行くぜ。せい頼んだ。リゼット。
ドライブ開始。
作戦無駄だ。作戦
借りは返すぜ。崩せるかよ。
やあサポートするわ。ガードします。
無駄だ。作戦返り討ちだ。
ガンガン行くぞ。
くらいやがれ。引くかよ。
加勢しよう。
ゾック発動。ここが攻め時かと。やあ行くわよ。守れクリスタルシェル。助かります。
悪くね
お返しだ。
加勢しよう。手伝おう。
やあ
手伝うよ、援護するよ。
行くぜ。引くかよ。作戦
上等だ。崩せるか。行くぜ。崩せるかよ。見切った。
させません。
お返しだ。見切った。
許さないわよ。
無駄だ。作戦
加減はいたしません。おせおせで行くわよ。アクセス食らいなさい。
行くぜ。
守れクリスタルシェル。助かったぜ。
悪くね
隙ありです。
なめんじゃね
任せて。財波駆動。
任せて。
ふー
グライド開始よ。任せて。手を貸すよ。
行くぜ。
特定のアースが有効よ。おせおせで行くわよ。
上げていこうぜ。
ここが攻め時かと。おせおせで行くわよ。
上げていこうぜ。
ここが攻め時かと。おせおせで行くわよ。
Sorry about that. I had to answer the door. Okay, what am I doing again? Oh, right.
なめんじゃねえ。引くかよ。
任せて。任せて。
行くぜ。崩せるかよ。
遅い。負けないんだから。
グライド開始します。グライド開始よ。
無駄だ。
食らいなさい。フォローいたします。
開始よ。
作戦。
はあ、任せたわ。
行くぜ。
守れ、クリスタルシェル。助かります。
悪くねえ。作戦。
チャンスだ。
作戦。
手を貸すわ。お願いやバン様。
崩せるかよ。
手伝うよ。
行っちゃいますよ。
決まってけよ。
慎重に参りましょう。やあ、行くわよ。
グライド開始します。待てませんか。グライド開始します。
作戦。
手を貸すわ。援護します。
スキル発動。待てませんか。
作戦。
任せて。手を貸すよ。
行くぜ。行くぜ。引くかよ。作戦。
加勢しよう。
スキアリ。作戦。
手伝うよ。
守れ、クリスタルシェル。助かります。
悪くね
やっちゃいなさい。
援護するよ。
ジュディス様。やあ、リゼットさん、任せたわ。ガードします。
作戦。
借りは返すぜ。せいはっ崩せるか。行くぜ。崩せるかよ。
無駄だ。
作戦フィーバータイムだ。とっておきだ。よいしょにうがて砕けおえら舞い踊れ四十剣。聞くかよ。
加勢しよう。
見せて行くわよ。フォローいたします。おっさんストレイキャップ失礼。
作戦
させない。
作戦
借りは返すぜ。
作戦
加減はいたしません。守れクリスタルシェル。助かったぜ。
悪くね
はっやもらったわ。ガードします。
無駄だ。作戦
許さないわよ。ここです。決めてバン。
崩せるかよ。
フィーバータイムだ。ほらよ聞くかよ。
Ah, thank God. Again, it's like just a long fight.
こんなもんだろ。
Damn,
まだまだここからだ。
I guess I was over there at that level
当然
again.
ね。各種ステータス
Oh, there we go. Finally, the last one.
これで解決だ。
Oh, get that. Jeez, that took a while. Let's go heal real quick. Oh wait, actually I want to check the exterior.
さあ
I know I
出
can't.
発しよう。
I know we can't really enter because it's not like that anymore. But there's a chest. Oh, is it the orbital one? Hold up.
お宝じゃねえか。
Oh my god, it is. No way.
いい感じだぜ。
Oh no, I had to activate it, right? It doesn't matter if I find them all. Wait, how many to plug? Oh, okay, I'm only missing one. Cool. But there's the last of the dual arts. Good. So I am missing one. I just don't know what it is. Maybe it'll come from this one. Alright, let me save real quick. We'll do that, then we'll do our investigation at the hospital. Then I'll probably won't save, because I'll just do the side quest off stream.
こんなの簡単ね。セキュリティ突破よ。こんなの簡単ね。セキュリティ突破よ。しまった。まだよ。こんなの簡単ね。セキュリティ突破よ。しまった。まだよ。 こんなの簡単ね。セキュリティ突破よ。到着。動力ロックを解除するわ。
Oh, that's right. I never got Pluto's Nova. So dumb.
Yes,
There
get
we
to
go.
that.
I got Calliope. Cool. So now we just need the drivers and hello cores, and we're good to go. Oh yeah, I should check with a shard search here. This may be one of the few locations. Let's see. I could probably find it. Keyword being probably, not completely, but...
Search 開始。
May actually. Yep. I knew it. I knew this had to be a place for it. I just knew it in the back of my mind. There had to be one here. No way they wouldn't have one.
サーチするわよ。
Checking if there's anything else. Nope. Awesome. I know we do have a quest. Oh, the 7th domain bounty. Right, I forgot. That's the other one. Wow, okay, I guess other than that, that's the last quest we have. Damn. That's good, actually. Saves me the trouble. But again, there's still one place we don't have yet. Right? For the portal? Let me check. But yeah, we're still also missing the chest with the orbital lock. So I guess there's one more location I'd have to check. Because, I mean, to be fair, we did have those kinds of locations with Reen. We had that with Kevin. So maybe it'll be the whatever the next place is that we're looking at. But alright, once we finish those, I'll finally get Lucifer. Nice. So we'll check in here real quick. You're right, Mr. Vey. You don't look so well. Well, the broken bone definitely isn't doing me any favors. But if I think of it as a badge of honor for having protected my beloved son, it's not so bad. Please don't push yourself too hard. Here, I'll show you to your room. Don't mind my asking, could I lean on your shoulder for support? Would you really pass along your T-phone number? I can't breathe. Mr. Leroy? Ignore the deadbeat. Don't let him distract you from your work. This fraction isn't worth fussing over. Sure, he can make it to his room by himself. Right? I see. Take care then. How's it hanging, Ronnie? You brought your fixer friends with you. You come to check up on me? Know how to put a smile on this old man's face. Don't get the wrong idea, you bastard. I was just making sure you weren't being a nuisance. Sure enough, I caught you with your pants down. Keep creeping on the staff like this, I'll break your other leg. Clear? Come now, Ronnie. Hospital's no place to be making such violent threats. Doing a bit of innocent skirt chasing is all. At least he seems to be doing better than I thought he'd be. I heard the bone will probably heal quickly, with it being a clean break and all. His dad is an interesting one, I'll say that much. Is that what a family's really like? Well, it looks different for everyone. I heard the gist of what happened from Haywood. Glad you guys are alright. Honestly, I'm amazed you got through all that in one piece. I know, that boss fight was an ass. The first one, not the second one. You speak as though you were aware what sort of danger we were in. You know it from the get-go? The one behind the martial artist mask was actually the tyrant? It's not like I had any proof. He died 40 years ago after all. So that's why a good for nothing bum like you was so weirdly serious about chasing him. Now, obviously I couldn't have known the reason he resurfaced. That said, there's something I wanted to confirm for myself. When I heard talk about you becoming the Gui in Langport, my blood running cold and it's been churning ever since. For whatever reason, I held fear somewhere in my heart for a man whose face I'd never seen. In the end, I wasn't able to bear witness to him myself. So, the reason you left your wife and then Langport behind was because... You figured it out, didn't you? That's right. You were just drowning in debt. You were trying to save face for what you did. And Fanny, don't read into it in a way that makes him out to be a good guy at heart. Just be buying into his lies. Guess I still have a long way to go. Don't feel bad, Fairy. You didn't do anything wrong. What's important here is that something which should have been impossible has in fact occurred. Not to mention, that guy's still at large. Yeah, I know, and there's only one thing to do about it. Next time we meet, he's gonna be on the other end of the thrashing of the century. Which I'll deliver. That's all there is to it. That's fine so long as you maintain focus on what must be done. Details still leave me concerned, but we can address that once we've seen our objective through. Alright, you ass. Your leg's broken, so even if it's against your nature, try to keep in line. Now finish this, but don't get it through your head that I'm doing it for you, because I'm not. Ronnie. Fine. Just be careful out there. Who's this? I think this is Chat Noir's number. Wait, really? Maybe Mom found something out. Shannon? Oh, it's you. That'll be the owner calling. No, Miss Chloe actually just stepped out for the moment. Anyway, just had a customer from out of town who came by to see you. He asked if I could reach out to you on his behalf. Some from out of town? Seriously? I'm gonna travel all the way out here at a time like this. Did try asking for his name, but he totally dodged the question. Didn't stay for long, but before he left, he entrusted me with a letter addressed to you. That's about it, so what do you all think? Well, I think the least we can do is come and pick up the letter, since we went to all the trouble. Incidentally, could you give us a general description of this customer? Of course! He was an older gentleman with some very distinct features. Maybe a scraggly dark hair, the goatee to die for, and a blue fur coat. I fucking knew it. Like, once she said that, customer, I was like, oh my god, is it actually gonna be him? Because, to be fair, Ouroboros has been joining on the other routes. Walter was helping Reen. Lucrezia was helping Kevin. So, I was like, is it gonna be him? Huh? Oh dear goddess. His eyes were a little scary, but outside of that he was pretty handsome. He had a smooth, deep voice. It sounded like Kiryu, but I don't know if it's Kiryu. You all acquaintances of his by any chance? Yeah, something like that. If it is who I think it is. Okay, thanks for letting us know. I'll be right over, so hang on to that letter until then. God fucking damn it. A blue fur coat. Don't need multiple guesses to figure out who's our mystery pen pal. The word was that he had left the country, but would seem he's made his return to everyone's chagrin. I suggest we peruse the contents of the letter post-haste. Right. Let's head back to Chat Noir. God damn it, how the hell did this happen? Alright, I should probably check if I need anything else. Alright, I'll come back for this later. Because like I said, I can do that at any time. But I need to also check the shops. Yes, sir. I need to check Sandra's shop, the financial bank, the hotel too. Okay. Again, just to be safe. Can be sure that everything's gonna be fine. Okay, so yeah, that was the movies, vending machine. Yeah, I was gonna say he went. Already checked Shino's. I guess I could check here. I already got this. The one upstairs is probably just a vending machine, right? Yep. Oh. Whoops. Didn't even notice that was there. Okay, now we gotta check the shops. Once I do, we should be good to go. Anything have 0 of here? Nope. Just figured I'd check. Yeah, that's still the same, my bad. I just had to confirm that. So the hotel and then those places. I'll check those real quick. Then I'll probably check downstairs and then we'll probably end the stream for there. Because again, I want to at least have some time to grind for my whole team, because we're probably going to need it if we're starting to head to the finale. Yeah, let me get one more of this. think we're fine with the
また
salads.
顔出しな。
映画グッズも揃いありがとうね。
They got your stuff.
あら、いらっしゃい。
I have your stuff already.
ありがとうね。
Bargain bin has nothing else different. Just a vending machine. Okay. Hopefully this doesn't just advance like the main story. Hopefully I can still have time to do other stuff. Because again, I'm probably gonna do the side quest on my own. Here's your letter. I mean, probably not because we're just reading a letter. Of course it has the Ouroboros insignia on it. I'm not surprised. God damn it. What's wrong? Nothing at all. Thank you for holding on to that letter for us, Miss Shannon. By the way, where did Mom run off to? She was heading to City Hall to consult with someone there. Apparently there were some problems at a restaurant that was supplying food for an event. I was supposed to go make a delivery for that. Sorry, I have to go. Wait, but isn't no one gonna be watching the store then? Why isn't she just a bundle of energy? I still can't believe a nice girl like her would find such a repulsive man attractive. I wonder what kind of problem she was talking about. It said something about food, right? I heard it was for a free buffet at a city-sponsored event. Evidently, the organizer placed orders at multiple restaurants, including Chat Noir. Could he have put something in the food? No, that's too small scale for him. Yeah, leveling the entire city and leaving millions frothing at the mouth is more speed. I'm not so sure about that. He's a dangerous man, so be certain. But not an indiscriminate one. In any event, why don't we see what the letter says? Fine by me. Not here, though. Let's head upstairs. Well.
Hello.
Okay, good. He's gonna
裏
say.
解決や諸君。剣の乙女に獅子殿。
Of course he
それ
knew
に
we were
夜
all
だ
here.
おとといぶりだが、実はリアルの方でも一旦仕事の区切りがついたところでな。あとはナンバー持ちたちに任せて、こうしてカルバードに戻ってきたわけだ。そこで提案なんだが、仮面どもについて改めて情報交換をするつもりはねえか？ 10時まで町の聖堂で一息入れるつもりだ。なんだったら 4SPG の体裁でも構わねえ。そんじゃ待ってるぜ EH。
That motherfucker. He wants to exchange information? It's so uncharacteristically forthright of him that I can't help but suspect foul play. You want to talk uncharacteristic? How about him of all people chilling in a church? There's another sick joke in his usual bullshitting routine. Yeah, hard to think he's only trying to pull another fast one on us. What do you want to do? If it's too awkward for you, no shame in saying this one out. No, I'm going. End of discussion. Had no problems with the old man. And besides, it wouldn't shock me if he had any info on Ix. There's something else I want to know too. Why do you pick now of all times to come back to Calvary? I was wondering the same exact thing. Why now? After passing the buck for managing society dealings of the Republic to the fool. It could be that whatever plan he's devised involves those vestiges. Regardless, we still have time until 10. Should you have any remaining business here, you would do well to settle it now. I'm notifying the guild and Inspector DeSwanee of his appearance, just to err on the side of caution. Good idea. I'll let Mom, Jack, and Hale know too. Some characters have moved elsewhere, and their conversation topics have changed. Talking to a person waiting at the cathedral will cause the main story to advance. As a result, all remaining quests, connection events, and other sub-events will disappear. Oh wait, I should report this stuff now. Oh, almost missed this.
この調子でいくぞ。
Alright, we're almost at 350 now. Good. I could probably hit that by like the end of the chapter, most likely. Because again, there are still technically 2 quests left. Okay, so yeah, we have 1 4SPG, 1 Connect event. I'll probably do the Connect event before I end the stream for tonight. For today. Because like I said, I want to get a good amount of time to grind and stuff. And like I said, I'll probably do this quest off stream just because I don't really feel like it means something. Even though this is technically the last quest, but still. Even if it is a missing medical director, I don't really think it really matters. Alright, I'll just do Shizuna's just for the hell of it. I want to see what they try to do here. Because again, her last one wasn't really that great, so... hoping there's actually something substantial. Shizuna's attendant. Right back at ya. So what's up? I wasn't expecting to get an encrypted org mail from you. I apologize for reaching out so suddenly, but regarding a matter I wish to remain private. The truth is, the princess was supposed to come to Longlai on business today, but she is yet to arrive, so hoping you might know something. She's supposed to be in the Longlai on the day of the rocket launch, huh? Sure sounds fishy. So she's basically playing hooky. Nothing seemed to be bothering her in the garden, but I guess it's not like she'd tell us anything. The princess can be fickle at times. Sounds like you have the means to contact her. Yeah, know a place where I can get in touch with her. Want me to reach out? That would be greatly appreciated. Though it is a relief that she was fine the last time you saw her. When I spoke of her to her briefly yesterday, it seemed as though she was fine back her hiding emotions. What? Forget I said anything. Sorry to trouble you with this, but please reach out to her. She has emotions? Yesterday, huh? Then I think about it, it did seem like something might have happened with Schwarzer and his squad. That would have been today, though. Good. Looks like she's logged into the garden right now. No one else is in there. Works for me. Oh, come on. I was not ready for this. What the hell's with this insane spiritual pressure? Where's Shizuna? Don't tell me. She is such a damn pain. Of course she'd probably explore this without a care in the world. It's just how she is. Whoa. It's like the same place as before, but the vibe is totally different. I figured you were here. That aura of yours. What, is this like a clone or something? I don't think I remember seeing her have those kind of eyes. Is it pink? Oh, you've gotta be kidding me. Am I actually gonna have to fight her one-on-one? Oh, right, I did duel against her last time. I forgot. Yeah, no thanks. At least not when you let yourself become nothing more than a beast. Boy, I didn't even do the hench. What? Oh, wow, okay, we're already going into Grendo's Sheen. Okay, damn, we're actually ticking up. Fam, why don't you do this for main story? I know this place can hold up to us throwing down. That's not really my problem right now. I'm gonna wake you up from that nightmare. Open your damn eyes, she's not. Oh shit, I don't have enough bars. Crap. Yeah, I should probably just do this. Yeah, just try to,
凍てつく風よ切り刻めやっちゃいなさい構えてミラージュガード食らいなさいゾックだよチェックあれくる乱殺さあ行くよ新規合一凍てつく風よ切り刻め決めるよザン激はやてこっちのものね
Oh boy. Okay. I can only hope we get like a what's it called? Something different. Alright, let's see. First we gotta do let's do one of this. Let's do this and then this. Wow, I don't even gain a level. Are you serious? Bro! I knew it. That's what's causing this. I wondered why a combat zone had expanded in the garden. It was ripping open the data domain. You put so much stress on the system that one wrong move would have ravaged the spirit veins in the real world. If I had been propping up the system in real time, it would have collapsed entirely. No wonder it was holding up. Sorry, but can't leave the rest up to you. Couldn't send us back to base. How dare you make me use extra resources at a time like this? What was that about? Was like her sword cursed or something, or like does it bear the soul of the black god that Kavai was talking about? Yeah, still don't know anything about the Ikarugas and such. Damn, he was pissed. His concern about resources is concerning. Still, it was thanks to him we managed to duke it out. You good now? Yeah, thanks to you. Looks like I made a real mess for you this time round. Are you kidding? This time? Yeah, sorry. And thanks. Really saved me. Seriously. So, what the hell was that about? I got into a duel last night. More of a skirmish, really, but it was as if we were finishing something we started a year and a half ago. I went as far as I could, but in the end, I couldn't make it to the end. The curse smoldering in Akagarasu started to leak out because of my emotions. Wait, so it's a cursed blade now? What? Did we talk about this before? I don't think we did. But yeah, I guess maybe Clash of Arena, I guess I can understand technically, but I feel like we needed the lore first. I meant to get it under control myself, but it swallowed me whole. Seems like I awakened as the Divine Blade of Ruin. You told me the name of that sword of yours before. All this stuff about curses and doom is kind of wild. Thinking you're not okay? Not really. Only returned the problem to its chief, as it were. But at least this time I was able to put it to rest without devouring anyone. All because I was able to fight you until I couldn't fight anymore. This time, huh? Something happened before? It's known as Akigarasu, like a crow calling at daybreak. But its true name has been lost to history. It's a weapon that was inherited both blood and curse. The ability to connect souls and exorcise demons. I've been tasked with wielding this blade and keeping it in check. Master began to train me himself as soon as I was old enough to be aware of my surroundings. But the curse sealed within this blade was apparently too much. Too powerful. Its darkness transformed me into a beast that lusted for battle. Ah, so that's where Kurodai got his scar. When I came to, I was simply standing there. My hand was the sword from which I had finally wrested back control. My feet, those I had harmed. Among them, my brother's corpse. I think I finally get it now. That's where it all began for you, isn't it? I wonder, even after that horrible tragedy, still every bit the child I was back then. Still practice my blade to my heart's content, to reach a state of zero. Just because it's so much fun. That's why I do everything that I do. Look, I ain't gonna tell you that's the wrong way to live. Enjoy life to your fullest, be the best you can be. It's the ideal way to live, frankly. But I don't buy that that's all there is to you. At least not now. You may go wherever you want, do whatever you like. You still give us a helping hand when we need it. Plus, we become so close. We want to lay it all on the table. I suppose so. I wonder what had me wag my tongue. Maybe it's because of you. You don't think you can understand me, and yet you make the effort to try anyway. You always talk about trying to avoid problems, but you was the first one to step into them. Like I said before, you scoop up little bits from all over. You are trying to scoop me up as well. Hey.
あれ？ひょっとしてこういうのも一つの愛の形なのかな?
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? Honestly, I don't think I'll ever understand you. But I'm starting to think I want to. A little bit, anyway. Like I'm finally getting a small peek into your way of doing things.
それこそが私を獣から人へ引き戻してくれたんだ。君みたいな人がいてくれるなら。やっぱり決めた。楓や黒金には悪いけど、まあこれくらいは許されるよね。
Just what are you talking about now?
なんだと思う?
You know what? I don't think I want to know.
もうちょっと駆け引きしてよ。
No way. Stop acting like a clingy girlfriend. Wait, what? How does she even have... You know what? I shouldn't even care anymore. You're here. Take it Marta gave you a hand? Indeed. I asked for their aid and they produced a limited account so that I could access this space for now. First and foremost, Princess, I'm glad you're unhurt. Sorry for worrying you. Alright. I mean, it was okay. I mean, got to see a different side of Shizuna, I guess. I'll be honest, I don't really see Shizuna as a romantic companion for Van, honestly. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I can say it never happened, but it's like, I don't know, I just feel like these two are kind of completely different. Because, I'll be honest, I kind of feel like Shizuna and Rin make more of a match, because it's like, Shizuna could push Rin to the next level, because it's not like he's like tentatively actually trying to do that himself. It's kind of like when it's elevated by the issue, but And Chizuna does kind of have like the confidence that Rin kind of really needs for himself, you know? Because at the end of the day, even in this game, Rin isn't like completely self-confident in himself. Like he still has a bit of worries and such, like he does in Trails of Cold Steel / Reverie. It's like you think he'd be past that by now, but he isn't. So that's why I feel like kind of Chizuna is like the way to do it, because at least she's like the bar that's set high for him, you know? A challenge he has to overcome, but knowing that it's almost impossible, but putting in the work, maybe he could. At least that's how I feel about it anyway. Alright, let's see. How much more of the connections do I have left? I think... yeah, almost all the connections are done. I just need Jorda and Fairy, and that's it. Which I could probably get done by doing the Connect events, but... that's if I even get more Connect points moving forward, honestly. Dishes sample, just need 3 more for that. All sweets put there, still have to do that. Newspapers, still missing 1. Forest BGs, we still have 2 left, but like I said, I'll probably just do that on my own. Memento Orbs, we'll check that out next time. Because yeah, I want to have time to do that. And the chest with the Orbital Lock probably be later in this chapter, if I had to make a guess. All drivers. Again, it's like, I see 1 we can get here from doing all the Force BGs, but I don't know how we get the other 1, though. Because there's still 2 left even after that. So I don't know how I would get it. But at least we also had the final dual arts, but we'll have to check that later. But yeah, like I said, I think this is a good place to end it, because like I said, want to grind, probably finish the 1 or maybe even 2 quests off stream. Okay, I don't know if the Forest BG, is that counting what we're doing in the Grim Garden or no? I kind of feel like it's not. It's going to be like this main story mission. If it is, then I guess I'd have to wait till the end of the chapter to get, what's it called? Lucifer. If I had to make a guess anyway, but we'll see. But yeah, like I said, that'll be it for today. I'll probably try to do this tomorrow. If I don't do this tomorrow, maybe I'll finally get back to like... actually, I'm not gonna get your hopes up on like the other stuff, because again, it's like I probably still have to grind a bit more. But I don't know. We'll see what I try to stream next, or maybe I'll just take a day off and then I'll stream Thursday. Who knows? I'll have to figure that out. But anyway, did most of the side content, so we should be almost ready for next time. But anyway, let me give a huge shout out for everyone who showed up to the stream. So shout out to Divine Wing and Ring UEF for both showing up to the stream. Great chat with you both. And again, like I said, the story's a fucking mess. I'm kind of worried about like how this is gonna end, because I feel like I'm probably gonna rage at whatever the ending is by this point, because the logic is so bad here. Like really, is so bad. But anyway, if you guys did enjoy the stream but not already following the channel, please make sure to leave a follow. Much appreciated. Check out my YouTube channel where I post all the VODs. Subscribe as well. Join the Discord you guys not already. Links to all those are on the channel. But this has been Xanthos Vice. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys next time. We're out.